This broadcast is presented by American Family Insurance, Ken Craft Agency, Bell Bank, Electro Diagnostic Services, Essentia Health, Fargo Orthodontics, Forum Communications, Fusion Electric, Great States, Hurley's, J-Tech Mechanical, Luther Family Buick GMC, Moore Engineering, Network Center, Off the Wall Advertising, OnSharp, Peak Partners, Sandine Law, Shields, Sweeney Controls Company, and Zerberg Architects.
From McCormick Gymnasium in Fargo, North Dakota. Good evening, everyone. I'm CJ Johnson alongside my good friend here, Briggs Hansen, as we get set for North Dakota High School girls basketball action as the Shanley Deacons prepare to take on the West Fargo High School Packers. And it looks like the Packers won the tip here as we get started. First shot up and no good for the Packers. Shanley with the rebound. Jay Taylor bringing it up the floor here. Gust over to Sievert. Sievert gets it to Taylor. Taylor's going to slow it back down here, get control of the offense. Over to Sievert on the wing. Sievert's going to dribble over, get it to Gus. Gus trying to look for Hakim in the paint there. He's going to kick it over to Roney. Gus for the three. Can't get that one to go, a little too strong off the back iron. Out of bounds on Shanley. Briggs, what do you think each team has to do tonight to come out of here with a win?
I mean, you just got to stick to the basics here, CJ. You got to get passing, get the ball moving, and more importantly, play some strong defense. We got a foul there by Hakim, came down aggressively on that, but just like that, you want to play aggressive basketball, but keep your head in the game. Don't commit any unnecessary fouls. Don't shoot up unnecessary shots. I think that's what's going to end up pulling this one through.
All righty, West Fargo quickly up the floor. West Fargo three, air ball. Can't get that one to go. Another miss for West Fargo. Shanley with the rebound. Taylor's going to bring it up the floor. Taylor thought about the three. He's going to try and drive in. Kicks it back out to Gust. Gust over to Roney. Roney gets it into Sievert. Sievert goes to work down in the paint. Nice step back fadeaway. Can't get that one to go. West Fargo with the rebound. West Fargo turns it over quickly. Back over to the Deacons. A little too high for Roney there. I think each team needs to settle down here, don't you think, Briggs?
Yeah, it looks like the connection wasn't quite there. We saw a little forced pass to Roney there. Tried to make a connection that just wasn't a good look. They need to slow it down, play some fundamental basketball after that hit and steal by Shanley. But I like the energy.
Ogsdahl now bringing it up over to Bachgard. Bachgard's just going to throw it out of bounds. Oh, looks like got tipped, though, by Shanley before. Lawrenstein inbound the ball for the Packers. Schroeder turned it over for the Packers. Shanley quickly back up the floor. Jayla Taylor's going to slow it down now. Try and get control of this offense here. For three, can't get that one to go.
Wasn't a bad shot take there. She got open with a little bit of a crossover there. Jay Taylor, very shifty player. Seen her do that a lot out here. Great shot creator.
Long rebound goes out of bounds, so it will be Packers ball. Great effort by Taylor. Deacons almost turned the ball over. Goes out of bounds on West Fargo, though.
Lucky to get that one back. Again, another forced pass there.
Yeah, like you said, Shanley's coming out really aggressive quick, trying to get as many possessions as they can, opportunities.
But they're playing sound defense, so you don't mind the aggressiveness. They keep getting the ball back here.
Nice offensive rebound by Sievert with the putback.
Those are the first points of the game.
So West Fargo's going to try and bring it up. Pressed by Shanley again. Makes West Fargo turn it over. And an and-one play for Taylor.
Wow.
Right out of the gate here, we're just seeing great effort by Jayla Taylor.
I'd say great effort from the team in general here. Just a lot of turnovers, forcing them even on their own side of the court to give the ball back.
Taylor can't get that one to go.
Piece of Keem misses the rebound there, unfortunately. Rinston with a missed shot there. Went up for the layup, went over the hoop.
Deacons quickly back over. And Sievert gets a nice bucket to go.
That's great transition basketball. That's what you need. You need to get one side of the court back to the other. And that's a turnover by West Fargo. Missed the pass over there to Lorinston.
Yeah, West Fargo really just needs to slow down a little bit.
So our score and time aren't working here, but right now it's 15 minutes left in the half. 6-0 Deacons. Shot by Addison Gus there, falls down, doesn't quite go in.
Yeah, Deacons off to a really quick start here. Hakim with the rebound. Going to get over to Roney. Roney quick down the floor, over to Taylor. Taylor on the wing. Taylor's going to go over to Roney. Roney to Sievert. Sievert for a three. She can't get that one to go. Looks like effort for Roney on the rebound, but accidentally steps out, so it will be Packers ball now. Shanley still in the press here. It's worked all night so far. Bach guard for a pull-up jumper, can't get that one to go. Hakim with another rebound. Taylor slowly up the court. Gets one nice crossover and drives in and gets an and one.
Wow. There's that aggressive play style. She gets in there and she knows she can make those shots, so she's not scared about a little bit of contact. And now she gets a chance at an extra point too. And that makes it 8-0 Deacons with 14 minutes left in the half.
Already a quick timeout here for West Fargo. West Fargo just hasn't been on their game at all this whole time. What do you think the coach is saying in that huddle right now?
Watch the passes. They keep passing it into the defense here, keep causing turnovers for Shanley. And although it's a great effort by them, some of these are looking a little too easy. So I'm sure the coach is saying slow it down, look for your open player, and make something happen on the other side of the court.
And if you're Shanley right now, I mean, they're off to an 8-0 start right now, right off the bat, and you have Sievert and Taylor making up all 8 of those points, just them two alone. For Shanley, you don't really have to say much in this huddle, do you?
No, you really don't. You just want to keep this energy going. This defense is so aggressive. They're up in their faces. They're playing on their side of the court. This is just exactly what you want from your basketball team. This is great. It looks like they're stepping back onto the court here. We'll get rolling here.
Yeah, coming out of timeout here, Jaya Taylor's going to shoot her free throw to get the other half of the and one. Make it hopefully a 3-point. Get the 3-point play.
Want to see you get up here to 9-0. We got Megan Dietz out on the court along with Vanessa Bohr.
So now Taylor goes 0 for 2 at the line on the night so far. So that's going to give the Packers an opportunity. Great fight again, like you said, from this defense. Again, playing aggressively, makes the jump ball happen. Now it's going to be their ball again.
It's another forced defense by Jaya Taylor. She got a steal earlier on the other side of the court, blocking a shot, inbounding it back to her player, and there she gets in there for the jump ball. That's just the great aggressiveness, the shiftiness that you want to see.
And Dilly checks into the game for the West Fargo Packers. Oh. Turnover by the Deacons here.
Vanessa Bohr there throws it kind of into coverage.
Long three for the Packers, can't capitalize. Rebound by the Deacons, they're quickly up the court. Taylor over to Dietz. Dietz from the corner. Can't get that one to go. Some fighting for the rebound down there. Sievert can't control it, so it's going to be Packers ball. Packers quickly up the floor. Johnson tries to spin in the paint there. Can't get that little hook shot to go. Sievert with the rebound quickly over to Dietz. Dietz tries to look for Sievert in the paint. She's going to get it in there.
Whistle blown.
Looks like foul call on the floor by committed by West Fargo Packers.
Megan Dietz inbounding the ball here.
That's Waverin's first personal for the Packers.
And didn't inbound it in time, so now it's West Fargo's ball. Turnover by Shanley on a penalty there.
So yeah, after the quick start, Shanley needs to find themselves to settle down here. 2 quick turnovers by them. They just need to settle down a little bit.
Yeah, the game's kind of slowed down too. Not very many points. Not going for any shots, really. Just good defense. Oh, wow. Roney steals it, goes up for a layup, and that's a good 2 points. That was great effort, like we were just saying. That is fundamental defense. Great play by Shanley. Get other side of the court, hustle back for that easy 2.
Yeah, great fast break.
And Megan gets up there for a good contest on number 2 there.
Yeah, Johnson couldn't capitalize. Dilly with the steal, though. Schroeder can't make that 3. And loose rebound is going to be last touched by West Fargo.
Shanley's ball here with 12 minutes left in the half. It's looking like 10-0. Still no points for West Fargo.
Well, Blonsky checks into the game now for Deacons. Taylor gets a well-deserved rest here. Jablonski finds a cutting Roney, but Roney can't hold on to it.
Wow, that's unfortunate. Jablonski found a really good pass there and just kind of fumbled out the fingertips. It happens.
Great ball movement, though, by this Deacons team. Packers now trying to get it up, but Shanley still in this press here. Whistle blown. Looks like foul called on Jablonski. Excuse me, timeout.
Coach was getting nervous there that their player wasn't going to make it past half court in the 8 seconds, and that just goes to show how aggressive this defense is being for Shanley.
Yeah, they've really been great. Like you said, physical in the first part, really causing turnovers by the Packers, and the Packers still haven't found a way to kind of calm down a little bit, have they?
No, they have not. They have not found a way to get the ball in the net yet. They've had a few open looks and just can't make it knock down. Those fundamentals aren't quite there for them right now. So if I'm the coach, I'm just saying the same thing. Just got to slow it down, play some fundamental. Don't get in your own head right now. I know it's hard, but down 10, you can't start letting this game get away.
Yeah, especially in early as this game has been, you really just got to kind of lean to your veterans here on this team if you're West Fargo Packers. Bachgard gets it into the paint. Shifty moves. Can't get that one to go, though, by Waverin.
Megan Dietz just arms too tall, couldn't get over the shot.
Jablonski gets over Sievert. Sievert's going to go to work in the paint. Double team. Over to Jablonski at the 3. She's going to drive in. Oh, wow. Nice layup by Jablonski.
And that makes it 12-0. Deacons up with 11 left in the half. That was a great play by Jablonski. Got in there, got physical, got that layup. Good contest there from Megan Dietz. Stops the three-pointer for West Fargo. But West Fargo rebounds. Back in the paint.
Yeah, West Fargo just can't find any easy shots right now. Every shot I believe they've taken has been contested in some way, shape, or form. They just need to find some easy open looks to get their confidence going a little bit in this game.
And again, there, a pass in the paint. Megan deflects it. Roney covers it, and it's out of bounds by West Fargo. Shanley taking it back up the court, just continuing to show their dominance here on defense, letting up 0 points.
Jablonski's going to drive in, kicks out to Bohr. Bohr for a 3. Can't get that one to go. Ogdahl finally controls the rebound. She's going to try and drive it up the court here with Sievert on her. Sievert playing really tight defense. Sievert trying to go for the jump ball. She's going to commit her first personal foul.
Here we got 3 new players tagging in here. Pisa Keem, Addison Gus, Jaya Taylor. Still no score or time here on Shanley TV. We apologize for that, but we'll continue to keep you updated so you're not missing out.
West Fargo inbound the ball. Lawrenceston brings it up. Over to Johnson. Johnson for a 3. Can't get that one to go. Off the glass, no good. Jaya Taylor's going to bring it up the floor quickly. Finds Sievert. Oh, man, just a little too tall for Sievert.
Yeah, that's a hard one to control there. That was a good pass by Jaya Taylor. Good look, but it's hard to bring that ball back down to earth when you pass it up that high. You can just tell she has a lot of trust for her teammates. Riley, obviously a very good basketball player. She thought she could make that one, but didn't fall down. Oh, wow, Addison Gus jumps in front of a pass, out of bounds on Shanley, but still, you just love to see that effort kept up on defense.
Yeah, and West Fargo really has no answer for this press here. They can't find a way to break this press at all.
Little double team there by Shanley. West Fargo back on their side of the court.
Johnson again for a three. Can't get that one to go. Contested rebound. It's going to be off of Kim, so it's going to stay with the Packers here. Lawrenceston to inbound the ball here. Lawrenceston over Dilly. Dilly for the first three. No, can't get that one to go. Bad air ball. Taylor quickly up the floor for the Deacons. Drives in the paint. She's going to draw the foul and one.
That was a physical layup by Jaya Taylor. She made full contact with the other player there, and now she gets to go up for an extra shot. She's 0-2 for tonight, but hopefully she can change that around and get the Deacons up to 15 here.
This is her third time that she's made the basket and drawn the foul, too. Just shows you the strength that she plays with to be able to capitalize on these baskets, even though she's going through a person.
She blocks the shot there, tips it off her fingers, goes back to 22 in West Fargo, but Pisa Keem bodies her out of bounds, so it's still West Fargo's ball.
Yeah, so Kim's going to take a rest now after that foul. Coach just kind of wants to save her for later in the game here, it looks like.
And you know what? I'm not upset with that. If I was the coach, I'd say way to be aggressive, way to try and make that play. You don't want to punish your players for being good defenders. Speaking of, Jaya Taylor with another tip on the ball, almost comes down to the steal, but it looks like it's going to be a foul on Jaya.
That's her first personal in the game. Ogdahl is going to inbound the ball here for West Fargo now. Johnson has it now. Johnson over to the wing. He's going to give it up to Bogard. Bogard over to the top of the key. Gets it over to Ogdahl. Ogdahl to Dilly. Dilly tries driving, gets a double team. Double team breaks, tries to get the floater, can't get it to go. Rebound by Jaya Taylor. And it's going to be foul committed by this West Fargo Packers team. Trying to get Taylor to get rid of the ball, but she was just too strong.
Jablowski taking it down the court. Going to slow it down a little bit. Jaya's not taking it down this time, so we'll see what she's going to do over there in the corner.
Almost a turnover for the Deacons, but Seaver recovers. Seaver's going to try and drive in. And she gets an and one.
An impressive layup there. She was double teamed down in the paint, but she just shot a layup right over both their heads. Too tall for them to cover there, and she gets another point here. With 9 left in the half, 16-0 Deacons.
Yeah, this West Fargo Packers team just has no answer once the Deacons are driving in the paint. I mean, they're getting, even though it's contested shots here, they're just too strong, and they just play through the contact and draw the foul every time.
And there's an extra point there, which makes it a 3. And although there's been no 3-point shots tonight, do you really need it?
Not when you're getting this many 3-point plays off driving in the paint. I don't think you do. Johnson tries some shifty moves, kicks it out. Waverin kicks it out. Bachgard finally gets a 3 to go for this West Fargo Packers team.
First points of the night. They found it there after some tough defense from the Deacons. They were going to get there eventually. Jaya drives down to the layup, can't quite get it. And kind of a scuffle going on in the court. Called West Fargo's ball.
Taylor had the rebound on the floor, but her foot was out of bounds there. Dilly to inbound the ball. Deacons still in this press. It's been working all night. Why leave it now? Dilly up the floor. Dilly's trying to look for a cutter in the paint. He's going to give it to Waverin instead. Bachgard now. Bachgard for another 3. Oh, man, she's 2 for 2 on the night.
That was an impressive point right there. Now West Fargo starting to find their groove and making 3-pointers. They're catching up quicker than you want them to.
Close the gap to 11 now. Dietz tries driving, kicks out to Sievert. Sievert's thought about driving in, kicks to Jayla. Taylor. Taylor drives in, spinning. Can't draw the foul that time, misses the shot. Johnson with the rebound, quickly up the floor for the Packers now. And they're going to call a foul on the floor committed by the Deacons. That's going to be Gus' first personal.
And there you go. Scoreboard and time are back on for the broadcast.
And Dilly with a three in the corner for West Fargo.
And that's now 3 threes in a row for West Fargo. Starting to get a lot of momentum here. Deacons need to play some better defense, need to get back to how they were doing, because this is going to get out of hand quickly.
Dietz too strong. Offense rebound by Sievert. Sievert with the step back, can't get that one to fall. Doesn't get the friendly roll. Dilly with the rebound over to Johnson. Johnson thought about driving in, hit the spin, kicks it out to Waveren. Waveren's going to drive in on Dietz, and she gets the layup to go. So now West Fargo started to kind of calm down a little bit and find the rhythm here.
And now we're asking the Deacons to answer here. Jaya Taylor drives in the paint, goes for a bucket, gets her layup amidst some contact. Doesn't draw the foul, though.
Yeah, but nice. Just Jaya Taylor showing you her ball skills on that drive there. It looks like
Riley Sievert seems to tip the ball there. Goes back in the hands of a West Fargo player, and they're going to call a travel there. Shanley's ball with Sievert inbounding.
Blonsky's going to bring it. Blonsky's going to bring it up the floor here for the Deacons. Now Sievert. Blonsky over to the wing to Roney. Roney's trying to get into the paint for Dietz. Dietz kicks it out to Gus. Gus is going to drive in now.
Ooh, big hit from Megan on the screen. She goes up for two. Doesn't quite find it.
Deacons with the offensive rebound, though. Gus over to Dietz. Dietz to Roney. Roney to Blonsky. Sievert in the paint, gets triple team, kicks it out. Dietz for a wing three. She can't get that one to go, a little too short, but another offensive rebound for the Deacons. And it looks like a foul is going to be called on Sievert, trying to get the rebound.
Over the top call there. That'll be West Fargo's ball.
That's Sievert's second personal. And it looks like with that foul, the Packers will be in the bonus now until halftime. So Dilly will go for to the line for a 1-and-1. She can't get it to go. But an offensive rebound here for the Packers. Needed a little better box out there by the Deacons. Dilly in the corner. Dilly drives back to the top of the key. Gives it to Waveren. Waveren tries to drive in. Can't get that one to go. Offensive rebound, though, by Blocky. And Blocky's going to go to the line. She draws a foul, so she'll shoot two. Yeah, we were praising the Deacons before about their great defense, but now it's kind of like they took their foot off the gas a little bit, don't you think, Briggs?
Yeah, I saw Megan there get a good contest, but then Addison Gus tries to get a little bit too aggressive over the top and gets the foul drawn. They just need to get back to that good half-court press, play some solid fundamental defense, and not go for any overreaching plays.
Baki goes 1 for 2 at the line. So the Deacons will bring it up the floor now. Blonsky over to Bohr. Bohr was trying to look for Gus in the paint. He's going to kick it over to Roney. Roney gets it into Dietz in the paint. Dietz a little shimmy shake, can't get it to go though.
Whistle blown.
Foul by Dietz on the rebound, it looks like. That's going to be her second of the game. And like we said, the Packers are in the bonus now for the rest of the half, so they will go to the line for a 1-on-1 opportunity.
Now this is where you got to start controlling the fouls. I mean, obviously you never want to be doing it too much, but you don't want to give West Fargo this opportunity to get free points.
Schroeder gets the first to go. Timeout called by the Deacons. What do you think Coach Maher in the huddle is talking to her Deacons about?
I think she's trying to get them back to how they're playing at the beginning. You want to channel that aggressiveness for all the right kinds of defense. You want to keep it sound and not start overdoing it, because Deacons have kind of moved towards that way, already over in their 6 fouls for the half, letting West Fargo go to the free throw line. I'd be telling them just calm it down, get back to that fundamental basketball.
And if you're West Fargo in this huddle, you're probably definitely praising your players because they've cut this lead down to 6 now when it was a 10-0 game at the beginning here. So if you're West Fargo, you got to be pretty happy in that huddle right now, don't you?
Yeah, I mean, they've really upped the efficiency here. They weren't able to get much shots with this excellent Deacon defense, but now that they have, they're shooting quite well from three. They've gotten some good looks in the paint, and more importantly, they're drawing fouls, and that's where a lot of the points are coming from. Back onto the court here. We'll resume the game at 6 minutes.
It'll be Schroeder trying to shoot her second foul or second free throw here.
A lot of young players here checking in for the Deacons.
Yeah, like you said, this Deacons team is really young, so they have a bright future ahead of them. Even though they will be graduating some seniors, they still have a really young team here.
A lot of talent on this team. I mean, even just from a physical aspect, they got a lot of tall players. Addison Gus, 6-foot sophomore. Vanessa Bohr, 6'1" freshman. Radley Siebert, obviously, also a 6-foot sophomore. Just a lot of naturally gifted players out here.
And Schroeder goes 2 for 2 at the line. So the Deacons will bring it up. Taylor over to Bohr. Bohr to Gust. Gus tried to give it to a cutting Bohr, but didn't get it over. Taylor has it now in the corner. Taylor's going to try and drive in, and she gets the floater to go. Nice bucket by Taylor.
Taylor's been getting a lot of points off these easy layups here. They're very contested, but, man, she does make them look easy.
Taylor already with 10 points in this ball game here.
Oh, West Fargo with the pass off the head of 5, and that was almost a turnover for the Deacons.
Yeah, Jacobson almost committed a turnover, but instead it's going to be Lawrenceston that turns it over for the Packers.
Wow, Jaya got her hand in there, blocked the pass. Lawrenceston was the last one to touch it. That is a great defensive play by the Deacons, getting back to how they started off this game.
That's right. Taylor's going to bring it up now. Gets Dietz in the high post. Gus going to drive in.
Wow.
Oh, what a finger roll by Gus.
She got under the defender there. Long-armed layup for another 2 points.
That's her first bucket of the night. Foul's going to be committed on jump ball, looks like. Excuse me, no foul call, jump ball. So it's going to stay with the Packers here. Lawrenceston to inbound it here. Gets over to Waverin. Waverin for Jacobson. Jacobson too strong off the glass. Can't get it to go.
Missed an easy drive there for the Packers, and that's just the kind of points you need. And you can see the momentum has shifted here out the huddles for these teams.
Yeah, like you said, that's going to be a bucket that Jacobson wants back there. Easy layup that she could have capitalized on. Board now for the 3, though. She gets that one to go. Nothing but net.
Wow. Just like we were talking about, a lot of young talent. Vanessa Bohr, although she's tall, she made that 3.
A block there by looks like Dietz. So Taylor with the rebound quickly up the floor for the Deacons. Taylor floater, can't get that one to go. Rebound by Jacobson. Trying to trap Jacobson down there.
Taylor got a little bold with that layup. She's been making them so often.
Johnson can't get the 3. Oh, what effort by Taylor. Oh, nope, they're going to say it's off Taylor. It looks like Taylor saved that one for a minute there.
Knocked off Addison Gus' foot, and that's going to be West Fargo's ball.
Again, though, like we've been saying all night, though, the effort that these Deacon girls are playing with tonight is just unbelievable.
And that's just something you can't teach. You can't go out there and tell your players to try harder. So even though there's some mistakes being made, that's just what you want to see.
Johnson for a pull-up jumper. Can't get that one to go. Seaver with the rebound. Over to Taylor. Taylor quickly up the floor. Taylor crossover, gets it out to Roney. Roney for a jumper. Can't get that one to go. Rebound by Waverin. So Ogsdal is going to bring it up for the Packers now. Ogsdal finds Johnson in the paint. And Johnson's going to throw it off the leg of Hakim. She was trying to find a cutting Packers player, but instead hits the leg of Hakim and goes out of bounds. It's going to stay with the Packers here.
Game's starting to look a little out of hand again. West Fargo needs to get their heads back in the game, get back to whatever they were doing to change the momentum, because Shanley's really taking hold once more.
Yeah, Shanley on a 7-point swing here. Jacobson over to Johnson. Johnson thought about the three. Now she's going to try and drive in. Great defense by Roney. And that's going to be a shot clock violation here on the Packers. Again, just impeccable defense here by this Deacons team.
You can see the Deacons coach there getting very aggressive on the sideline. She liked the defense she was seeing, and Deacons are able to force a turnover, not by any missed play, but just from locking down the court.
Wablonski's going to bring the ball up here. She checked back into the game. Hakim over to Sievert. Sievert gets it back into Hakim at the high post. Finds a cutting Roney. Roney tries to throw up the layup, can't get it, but Hakim with the offensive rebound. Hakim tried to hit the little fadeaway, but gets partially blocked, it looked like. So Jacobson up the floor for the Packers. She's going to turn it over. Kind of had to settle down, control herself.
Pass right there to Vanessa Bohr, and Riley Sievert knocks down a really nice reverse. What a good play.
Bogard over to Augsburg. Augsburg is going to try and drive in. She loses the handle. Wablonski almost tried to turn it over there. Too hard off the glass for Bogard. Board tried to find the home run play for Sievert, but turns it over. So Jacobson quickly up. And she can't get the layup to go. Johnson with the offensive rebound, though, and she gets that one to go for the Packers.
And that'll end a very chaotic possession there. A lot of back and forth, but now you just kind of want to slow it down and get some points on the board.
Yeah, and that's exactly what the Deacons are doing here. They saw that it was a little too chaotic, so like you said, Briggs are slowing it down here a little bit. Hakim in the high post. She's going to try and dribble in. That one looked like that one was also partially blocked, too. Johnson with an easy fast break layup there. Deacons just kind of needed to get back on that fast break there a little bit.
Again, we've seen a lot of effort for them, so we know they can do it, but just a little bit of a defensive collapse. And looks like a timeout for the Deacons, and I'm sure Coach Maher is going to be saying the exact same things we just were.
Yeah, for sure. Slow it down. You know, like you said, Briggs, couple chaotic possessions there by both teams. Some easy turnovers. They just need to slow it back down.
And now a little message. Shanley TV is made possible in part by the Shanley Athletic Club and their generous members. Check out their website today at shanleyathletic.club.com to learn how your membership contributes to Shanley TV, the Deacon Den, and many other student-athlete needs. While you're there, be sure to renew your annual membership by clicking the Join Now button or become a member if you are not one already. It's easy to become a member, and anyone can join, so sign up today. The Shanley Athletic Club, taking Deacon athletics to a higher level. Now back to the game here. Shanley walking out on the court, still keeping the young roster. Megan Dietz leading them here.
Yeah, and for the Packers, they're just going to stay with their same role, five girls that they've been playing with all night here. Dietz now at the high post, kicks it out to Sievert. Sievert to Taylor at the wing. Taylor's going to take it over to the top of the key. Kind of some confusion there by the Deacons. Now they got it back. Sievert gets that bucket to go.
Knocks down a nice jumper there. Assist by Megan Dietz, and that was just a good connection. They had a confusion on a pass, didn't know who was going to get it, but they managed to make it into a two-pointer.
Sievert up to double digits on the Knights now. Johnson has the ball, gets it over. Botgar can't get that three to go.
Riley Sievert was in her face there. I mean, you can't imagine many people would make a contested shot over someone as tall as Riley.
Taylor now at the top of the key. Taylor gets it into Sievert in the paint. Sievert's going to go to work. Sievert kicks it out. Oh, they're going to call a travel on Sievert, it looks like.
Tried to get a reach-around dime out to Vanessa Bohr. Great pass, but looks like the Zebra saw the travel there. West Fargo's ball.
Jacobson's going to bring it up with 35 seconds left in the half here. West Fargo trying to get some quick points here before the end of the half, and that's not going to help at all with Johnson with the air ball there.
Wow, that was a long three by Johnson. Step back from NBA range there. You want to kind of ask your players what she's doing there. Selfish shot.
Yeah, she was trying to go Caitlin Clark from the logo, but just can't capitalize there. Taylor gets it into Sievert. Sievert out to Gus. Gus for a three. She can't get that one to go. Sievert with the offensive rebound, though. A nice putback by Sievert.
Wow, a power dribble there straight into the 2 points. That was a good board and good play.
Johnson's just going to throw one up again before the end of the half, but just kind of way off there.
Doesn't fall down before the buzzer, so now we got an awkward 0.1 seconds here. Little practice shot from Vanessa Board, does not fall.
So in halftime here, or going into the half here, what do you think West Fargo has to say to their players right now?
I mean, they had a good run going, so I think the coach just wants to get him back to that confidence, wants to get him back to those fundamentals. Seems like they're playing pretty decent defense, but the Deacons are just finding a way to score over them. So if I'm the coach here, I'm just telling them, go back to making those solid shots. Don't start getting in your own head here. This lead is still chaseable.
And if you're the Deacons here, you just got to be saying, I mean, you've been playing great all night. Just kind of keep it rolling, right?
Exactly. I mean, we saw Jay Taylor take over the first half here, but start slowing it down, start passing it more. We saw a lot of chemistry built on the end. Megan Deese to Sievert for that really nice bucket, and Sievert has started taking a roll.
So in the first half here, you got Taylor with 10 points in the first half, and you got Sievert with 13 on the first half, your two leading scorers for this Deacon team. And for the West Fargo Packers here, you got Botgard hitting those 2 straight threes to get her up to 7 points. And you have Johnson with 4 points, your leading scorers for the West Fargo Packers offense here. So at half, your score, Deacons 32, West Fargo Packers 18. Enjoy this FM Acro team here for your halftime entertainment. We'll see you after the half. Hey, welcome back, folks, after coming out of the break here. Hopefully you enjoyed your FM acro team here for your little halftime entertainment show.
That looked like it was the younger team, but you stick for the boys' halftime show, you get to see the older gymnastics go at it.
That's right. Make sure after the girls team or after the girls game here, you stay tuned and watch the boys on a doubleheader night tonight. Definitely in for an exciting game. Boys are doing really well this season, aren't they, Briggs?
Yeah, much better than last season. I mean, kind of rough for Shanley as a whole, and they already have the same amount of wins as we did last season, so it's good to see that turnaround.
Yeah, I guess you know what they say. Once you hit rock bottom, there's only one way to go, and that's up.
That is what they say. And now we'll get rolling here with Shanley inbounding Riley Sievert here.
West Fargo's trying to come out with their own little press there, it looks like. But Sievert got it inbounded. So Taylor out on the wing now. Taylor to Gus at the top of the key. Gus thought about giving it into Sievert in the paint. Now they do. Sievert's going to go to work again. And she's going to come right out of the gate with 2.
Wow. Hopefully we'll see another strong start to the half like the first half here for Shanley. And we are strong defensive press. Riley Sievert keeps the ball in bounds. Wow, great display of balance there.
Yeah, especially staying on that 1 foot right, almost about to go out of bounds. Hakim into the paint. That one looks like it got blocked. Loose rebound looks like going to go out of bounds on the Deacons here. So Ogsdal is going to inbound it here for the West Fargo Packers.
Sticking with their half-court press, we got all 5 Shanley members on the West Fargo side of the court, and they get a steal. Roney to Jaya, and up for the easy 2 points. That is that aggressiveness that we were talking about the whole first half. Incredible play by the Deacons.
And now Packers are just going to try and throw the long bomb out of here to get out of that press. They do not like that press at all tonight. And Bachgard hits a third 3 of the night.
That was a longer one, too. It was a really good shot. We saw kind of deep 3 to end the half, but that one comes down. Taylor up with a layup and misses it. Runs around the rim.
And West Fargo quickly up the floor here. Blocked by Gus, though. Lawrenson thought she could just kind of get a little finger roll layup there, and Gus just denied her, said no way.
And there you see the height difference come into play. Gus just got her fingers on that easy.
Johnson now with the ball for the Packers. Gets over to the top of the key. She's going to turn it over. Hakim recovers the ball.
Not even a really good defensive play. She just fumbled the ball there, and Riley gets an easy 2 points. This is swinging back in the Deacons' directions again to start the half.
Sievert already with 17 on the night.
West Fargo goes for a long bomb. Can't let it fall.
Sievert with the rebound. She's going to get over to Taylor. Taylor drives in the paint, and she gets denied on that one. Those finger roll layups have been working for her all night, and that time I don't think she just saw the defender behind her.
Yeah, a lot of aggressive layups, and it seemed like West Fargo was starting to figure out the defense on her. They're going to contain her with that layup. Haven't seen many long shots from Taylor this game. Maybe none at all even, but might have to start mixing it up here.
Yeah, like you said, I think maybe she went for one early in the first half, but after that, yeah, like you said, we've just seen the aggressive layups here.
I mean, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. She's got 12 points in the night off those layups alone, so.
Tight defense here by the Deacons. And Taylor with the steal here. Taylor around the back, works crossover, drives in the paint, and she gets that one to go. Fancy work there by Taylor.
A lot of ball movement, and back to the layups. They could not stop that one with a little 1-2 into the hoop. And a steal by Roney there off the fingers of West Fargo. Little lob to Pisa Keem, and she gets her too. What a dominant display by Shanley. West Fargo with a timeout. They have to stop this team right now.
Yeah, if you were West Fargo, this is not what you dreamed of coming out of halftime. I mean, Shanley just completely went on a 6-point run there.
I mean, we saw a glint of hope that first half from West Fargo, and Shanley has come out and stomped it down.
Yeah, I mean, whatever hope that Packers had coming out of halftime here that's just, like you said, trampled on, denied by this Deacons team. And if you're the Deacons, everything's been going right, and if I was the coach right now, I'd probably just say keep your medal on the pedal.
And now, message from Shanley TV. If you've enjoyed watching our ShanleyTV.com broadcast, please consider making a donation to help us continue to bring you quality programming. We rely on donations to bring you every broadcast, and we need your help to continue to improve the quality of our productions and to add new features for you to enjoy. If you're interested in donating, please contact Joel Schwaney at 701-893-3225. Again, that's Joel Schwaney at 701-893-3225. Thank you for watching, and thanks for your support of Shanley TV.
Yeah, and speaking of that, shout out to our crew here. We got Katie and Kyle on the cameras here. We got Jack Duffy over there on the TriCaster, and we got Harrison Shuey here on the scoreboard. So thanks for this awesome crew that we got tonight here working this game.
Speaking of Shuey, that'll be Joel Shuey that you have to call. Apparently I can't read.
Bachard out of timeout. Can't get that three to go.
A lot of threes from her, and that one just right off the rim. J.A. Taylor tries to save the ball off a weird pass and just gets a foot out of bounds there. Good effort.
So it's going to go right back to the West Fargo Packers there. They had something drawn out of the halftime. They just can't make the shot, and that's kind of just been the story all night for them, hasn't it, Briggs?
Yeah, it really has. I mean, a lot of contests from Shanley, but even on some of those open shots, they can't make it. Like right there, Bakigard can't make it fall with an open jumper, and those are the kind of points that you need to swing momentum. If you can't get those, you can't expect the ball to go in your favor.
Oh, nice dish from Seaver to Gus on the cutting Gus into the layup, and just nice layup there.
Wow, just a huge difference of chemistry here, and we see the Deacons passing around, finding those open lanes, and West Fargo has not been able to manage that.
It looks like Shanley's going to commit the first foul of this half here. That's going to be Gus' second personal there. Just trying to go for the jump ball, get a little action going, and she looks like maybe got her on the arm a little bit.
We got the two tallest in the roster coming in here too, Vanessa Bohr and Megan Dietz.
Bachgard has it now for the Packers. Gets it over to Waverin. Waverin to Johnson. Johnson over to Waverin in the paint. Waverin trying to go in. Trying to go to work. Tries to kick it out to Bachgard, and she's just going to turn it over.
I mean, just a bad pass and no effort from Bachgard there to try and get the ball back. Seems like West Fargo has just given up hope with the Deacons crushing them this second half.
Yeah, like you said, just kind of looking lackadaisical out there. Taylor now has at the wing. Taylor gets it into Sievert in the paint. Sievert double team, gets it back to Taylor. Taylor tries driving, gets it back to Sievert, and Sievert gets the floater. Just a 1-2 punch right there with Taylor and Sievert. I mean, it's
ladder pass there back to Taylor and Sievert over and over again, and they couldn't defend the two athletes back there in the paint. Wow, and a nice floater there by Johnson. Get West Fargo their first points of the half here.
Taylor, nice little crossover, drives in. She gets that one. It looks like deflected, but they're going to call the foul. Looks like West Fargo got her on the arm. So she's going to go to the line for two. She's 0 for 3 on the night from the line, hopefully changing it now. Had a bunch of opportunities in the first half to make it a three-point play, but just couldn't capitalize.
We've seen her here a lot. She's been taking the most free throws tonight, and that's just because of how much work she does in the paint. West Fargo can't seem to find a way to stop it, so it ends up being a hack again.
Taylor makes the first from the line. She's going to go for 2 for 2 at the line.
And it looks like she's found her groove, so better not let her get any more and ones for the night. And West Fargo with a turnover off the fingertips of 11. A bad pass. They're really getting away with this one. West Fargo can't seem to find their groove, and they're going to give the ball back to the very efficient Shanley offense.
And like you said, the thing that's been working there for the Deacons is just their press. West Fargo just can't find a way to get that press broke.
Shanley has their heart in it on defense. They're finding that aggressive plays, and Megan Dietz here in the paint outpowers her opponent. Can't quite make the shot.
Dilly with the rebound. Dilly's going to bring it up for the Packers here. Guarded by Taylor. Gets it over. Can't make the three for the Packers. Seaver with the rebound.
Goes for an aggressive shot with Megan in her face. And Vanessa Bohr with the 2 jumper, and it is good. Nothing but net for the Deacons.
She's up to 5 points on the night here.
Oh! Johnson goes up for the layup, and it's rejected by Dietz, but West Fargo puts it back for 2 points. This is Taylor taking it down the court, dribbles it into the paint. All 4 West Fargo defenders come down, and that's a foul. Jade Taylor will be taking 2 on the line.
Again, like you said, just being very physical and aggressive in that paint, and again, draws another foul.
She really finds her comfortability down there in the paint, and even if she's not making it, she gets those chances at the free throw, so hopefully she can knock down 2 in a row again.
Yeah, like we said, she started 0 for 3 at the line tonight, and now she's already made 3 straight. So looks like a great sign for Taylor here at the line.
I mean, might have just been that beginning, hadn't got the warm-ups, maybe wasn't taking free throws before the game, and now she's found that groove, and let's see her outbeat the misses. And she does with 4 from the line, and Shanley with a quick turnaround.
Yeah, Taylor gets a well-deserved rest there. She's already up to 18 points on the night. So again, Deacons stay in that press, and Sievert gets the steal, and she gets a nice putback.
Wow, practically dunks it there with how high she got up on that layup. That's just the athleticism you can see from Riley Sievert, incredible basketball player.
Sievert already with 21 points on the night.
Vanessa Bohr with the swat. That layup is not allowed to go up in the paint. West Fargo is going to have to try and find more points here.
Yeah, that's just what happens when you have the height like the Deacons do. I mean, the Deacons just easy denied her.
I mean, not only outmatched athletically here, they just got way more height. And it's a foul on Gus, so West Fargo is going to get to inbound the ball here. Now that it's a new half, they won't be taking any free shots from the fouls. So West Fargo is going to have to find their own way to get points. Looks like they're having a group huddle over here.
Lawrenson to inbound it.
Oh, wow. Riley Sievert gets up there to block the ball, and they're going to have to try and inbound again.
Yeah, like we said, just the height, the wingspan there. I mean, there's not really much you can do there if you're West Fargo. Maybe a little better pass or something, I guess. I don't know.
West Fargo drops the gossip circle, instead tries to spread out, and that doesn't work either. They really cannot find anything on this court right now. The Deacons with another out-of-bounds hit, and they're going to go for another inbound.
Yeah, Dilly couldn't make that 3. So Lawrenson again to inbound the ball.
I mean, if you're West Fargo here, what are you going to try and make happen with this insane defense?
Well, there you got a cutter. You try to drive in the paint. You tried to draw the foul, and you just couldn't get it. And then you turn the ball over on a travel there.
This is really just unbelievable. West Fargo cannot get any points out of this. This Deacons defense is looking locked down.
And you can just see the coach on the sideline there. He just looks frustrated. I mean, they had chance after chance with possessions there and just couldn't find a way.
And Vanessa Bohr goes for a jumper. Pisa Keem gets the rebound and draws a foul for 2. So now we'll get to see a new person from the line here, Pisa Kim.
Hakim, first time at the line tonight. Hakim gets the first to go. Hakim goes 1 for 2, but Sievert with the rebound. Hakim drives in, can't get that one to go, and Gus gets that one to go with the rebound.
Strategical miss there on the free throw for Pisa Kim, able to create 2 extra points for the Deacons.
Yeah, just like they drew it up, right, Briggs?
Just like they drew it up.
Oh, what a 3 by Augsburg. Nothing but net there.
Speaking of drawing it up, West Fargo, great pass out there to the perimeter, makes the 3. It looks like they're finally able to get some points on the board here.
Sievert almost turns it over. It's going to be off the hands of Dilly, though, so it's going to stay with the Deacons here.
Looks like West Fargo starting to get some of their aggressiveness back here. They got those points, confidence here, and they're trying to make some plays on the ball finally.
Merritt Hansen checks into the game now for this Deacons team. Sounds like a familiar last name, but I just can't remember where it came from here.
Oh, and almost turns the ball over there. Sievert with a 3. Can't quite find it.
From the corner, not the strong shoot there. Johnson with the rebound. She's going to dribble up the court quickly. Johnson spin. I thought they were going to get her with the travel there, but instead they're going to call a jump ball there.
Straight into the paws of Riley Sievert.
Yeah, again, trying to get something going, trying to get points in the paint here, and they just hit a brick wall. I mean, there's nothing you could do there.
No, the paint has been absolutely locked down. It seems like all the points from West Fargo are coming from the three, and Coach is going to call a timeout and probably give that exact same sentiment. They need to find some open players, get some good screens, some good cuts, and they need to find a different way to make points than good three-pointers from Bakagard.
Yeah, if you're West Fargo here, you're going to try and draw something up here, but again, I mean, they've been drawing stuff up all night, and they just can't make the shot. That just seems like the story of the game for West Fargo here.
It really does, and seems like the complete opposite from the Shanley girls team. They find every shot, they get open, and they do not miss those open shots. It's just been absolute domination on both sides of the court, defensively, offensively, and even with some star players out, like Jaya Taylor comes out, Riley Siebert does, all these role players are able to find their depth and their usage on this team and create more point swinging.
So coming out of timeout here, it's going to be Deacons ball. Hansen's going to inbound it here. Waverin checks back into the game here for the Packers. Oh, nice spin move by Gus there.
Oh, and Roney almost gets a steal off that too, but that's a good, quick 2 points to start this timeout.
Dilly at the top of the key, trying to find a cutting Lawrenceston, but gets it over to Waverin instead. Waverin to Johnson. Johnson at the top, thought about the three, now he's going to try and drive in, kicks out to Augsburg. Augsburg drives in, kicks out Dilly. Dilly with the three, and she gets that one to go. Nothing but net.
Wow, Riley Siebert got in her face there, and she still found a way into the hoop. That was a great shot. West Fargo had to take that contested play because they cannot find open space here.
Dilly, a former Shanley student. And Gus draws the foul, so she's going to go to the line for two now.
Dilly, a former Shanley student, but she's not playing on the same level these girls are here tonight. This has been a very impressive game for Shanley girls basketball.
Gus can't get the first to go.
They've been very efficient from the free throw line this half, so hopefully Addison Gus can keep up that trend by making the second one here.
Bakagard checks back into the game here for the West Fargo Packers. Lawrenceston's going to take a seat now at the bench. And Gus can't get the second one to go. And Siebert trying to go for the offensive rebound. It looks like she just kind of got a little too aggressive. Doesn't like the call, but it's going to be called on her, and that's her third.
I mean, being up 20 points right now, Riley just laughs it off. Back to defense, back to what they're doing well here.
Taylor checks back into the game now for the Deacons. Gus gets a well-deserved break here. Deacons still stay in that press. Packers finally break it. Dilly in the corner, drives in the paint. Kicks out to Augsburg. Augsdahl over to Dilly. Dilly in the corner. And she can't get that one to go, a little too short. Hakim with the rebound. Taylor quickly up the floor. Deacons do a nice job breaking the press. Hansen for a three. In and out, can't get that one to go.
Open shot, got to make those.
Bakagard trying to get over to Dilly in the corner, just hits the top of the head of Waverin there.
Hard to catch ball even with the eye there. That was a bullet straight to the head. Surprised she's still on the court here. Might want to give her a helmet.
Taylor now is going to bring it up for the Deacons here.
Oh.
Contact. Taylor somehow still keeps the dribble. Siebert with a nice crossover, pull-up jumper.
Wow. Insane shot from Siebert there. Jaya, we've seen her crazy good dribbling all night, and she keeps it there, even off the contact, able to pass it out to Siebert. Roney almost gets a steal, but it's off her hands, out of bounds. West Fargo ball inbounding.
I mean, if you're the West Fargo Packers, I mean, how do you even stop Siebert here? I mean, she just is putting on a display for you here.
There's nothing. I mean, out of the paint, she shoots over you. In the paint, she layups over you. West Fargo has really just ran away from this game. They've gone home mentally.
So now Jacobson checks back into the game for Packers. She has it. She gets it over to Johnson. Johnson to Bakagard there. Bakagard's going to try and drive in. Tries to get it over, but she's going to turn it over. Dietz with the steal. Dietz to Hansen. Hansen with a nice layup.
Hansen got her hands on it there. gets the steal, creates a breakaway on the other side of the court. Great dish by Megan. Didn't even look at the open Hanson in the lane so she could make that easy pass for a great 2 points.
Jacobson now has it on the win for the Packers. She gets double teamed there for a slight minute. Now over to Johnson. Johnson's going to try and drive in, hits a floater. Can't get that one to go.
Into wind. I mean, West Fargo is just looking for a miracle here. This game is all but over.
Seaver to inbound the ball now to Taylor. Yeah, like you said, 7:30 left in the game here, down by 30. Hope's looking kind of lost here for the Packers.
Looks like a bit of a moving screen there by Megan Dietz. A little bit unfortunate. Going to be West Fargo's ball off that offensive play.
Yeah, that's going to be Dietz's third personal here.
Looks like she's going down to talk to the ref. Not sure if she fully agrees with it.
Jacobson in the corner. Jacobson over to Johnson. Johnson at the wing. She's going to try and drive in. Spins on Taylor. Can't get that one to go, though, off the back iron. No good.
Dietz gets the rebound. I mean, just a bad take. She was kind of locked up there in the paint. Riley Sievert finds Hanson for another 2. That's 4 on the night. After that missed 3, she's really found a rhythm.
So now Johnson's going to bring it up. Again, deflected by Bohr. Almost another turnover. Bachgard on the wing. She gets a 3 to go.
With Dietz in her face, Bachgard knocks down another 3. I mean, you can really tell what her specialty is out here on this West Fargo team.
Yeah, those are Bachgard's first points of the second half here. And Taylor's going to drive into the paint and cause get another foul. It's going to be on the floor, though, so she's not going to shoot 2.
Looks like West Fargo's only 1 foul away from bonuses, though, so they better be careful how they play it. And scratch that. Looks like Vanessa Bohr will be inbounding it.
Waverin checks back into the game now for the Deacons. Or for the Packers, excuse me, along with Schroeder.
Looks like the bench is starting to move down in its roster, too. We got Bogenreef out here for the first time. It seems that the Deacons have understood that this game is over.
Lawrenson's going to bring it up for the Packers now. Bogenreef Gardner. Schroeder can't handle the pass, so she's going to turn it over. Sievert recovers it. Quick down the floor to Dietz.
I mean, just a great play. Seems like West Fargo couldn't hold the ball in their hands. Riley Sievert takes advantage, dimes it to Dietz for the easiest 2 points of her life.
Yeah, those are Dietz's first points of the game there.
Dink. Vanessa Bohr with a quick move there. Great 2 points there. I mean, she's tall, but she still finds a good way to move that ball around, get a little shifty, and create a good 2 points.
Yeah, Bohr up to 7 points on the night here. Jacobson now has it for Packers over to Bachgard. Bachgard gets a screen from Waverin. Gets Waverin the ball in the paint, and she's going to draw a foul.
Vanessa Bohr got in there, tried to double team in the paint. Looks like she kept her hands up, but not going to argue with the ref. She's going to go straight back to the line. And I mean, West Fargo can make these 2 points, but does it really even matter anymore, CJ?
I mean, with 4:45 left, it's going to definitely be a uphill climb for West Fargo to try and get back into this one here.
Shanley's just got to keep this strong defense going because that's really what they've been good at tonight.
Waverin gets the second to go. She goes 1 for 2 at the line. And she's up to 5 points on the night. Taylor now. Taylor to Sievert. Sievert gets in the paint, kicks out Dietz. Dietz for a 3. She can't get that one to go. A little too strong off the back iron there.
That one gets a nasty rebound straight out. Get momentum from West Fargo. Bachgard takes a 3 here. And she's been elite from the 3, but she can't quite knock it down. West Fargo gets the rebound and puts it up for 2.
Yeah, Waverin, nice offensive rebound and put back there.
I mean, that's a really good combination there. Waverin and Bachgard with the 3s and the 2s.
Sievert got the offensive rebound down on the other end. Couldn't get that put back to go, though. So Schroeder quickly up the floor.
And there's that aggressiveness by Taylor. She gets in the way of the pass. Out of bounds on Shanley, but again, just always in the face of the other players.
Sievert's going to come out of the game now. She gets a well-deserved rest.
Gets a round of applause from the audience, too. They know how much work she's been putting in today.
Yeah, 23 on the night for Sievert.
Very impressive.
Dilly for a 3, can't capitalize. Wavering again, though, with another offensive rebound. No one down there to box her out, and she gets an easy putback.
I mean, West Fargo, why not take these threes if they know their players are going to go down in the paint and get them back for them?
Dietz posts up, gets turned around, can't get that one to go. Draws the foul, though.
A lot of contact there by West Fargo. Tries to get the jumper there, but just 2 players in her face kind of kick her out from under her feet.
So Dietz will go to the line for 2. Dietz gets the first to go.
Nothing but net. I mean, free throws are just really something fundamental in basketball. Got to knock those down. Megan Dietz going to the next level. She doesn't miss those very easily.
And Dietz goes 2 for 2 at the line. Yeah, like you said, that's why she's going to the next level right there. Just automatic when she gets to the line.
It's all about the fundamentals, and she clearly has them. Looks like a foul on 2 for Shanley. That's Bogenreef. Got a little bit too aggressive there on the defense.
Yeah, Bogenreef's going to commit her first personal. But even though that was a foul, that was great aggressive defense that a player off the bench is having there. And so it's just great to see if you're the coach, right?
I mean, this is just the time to shine. You want to show off what you can do. You don't get the chance to play as much. So way to get up there, way to get aggressiveness. And Jaya Taylor, speaking of, swats the ball out of West Fargo's hands, but can't quite get it back.
Yeah, Lawrenson recovers, gets it over to Wavering in the high post, drives in, turnaround, can't get it to go. Offensive rebound by Dilly, though, and she's going to get fouled on the putback.
Megan got in the face of number 2 on West Fargo.
It looks like Bogenreef is going to commit her second personal within a span of maybe a minute there.
That one was a bit more deserved there. Kind of got aggressive on the rebound, but like we were saying, you want to try and get aggressive. You want to make those defensive plays. And if you're in, why not make the most of it?
Dilly makes the first from the line. Dietz and Taylor are going to check out of the game now. And 2 players we haven't seen for the Deacons, or 3 players, excuse me, coming to the game for the Deacons now. Clara Stump, Kendall Kudelman, and Olivia Foreman.
Now we're going to get to see some new players shine. Let's see what they can create out here with this dominant Shanley offense.
Kudelman from the wing gets a 3, can't get that one to go.
Very close.
Dilly with the rebound, quickly up the floor. Oh, Gus denies Sinkler's putback there.
I mean, they found an open slash there, and Addison Gus said, not today. Gets down there, swats the ball out. West Fargo's not getting any free points on this Shanley defense.
So West Fargo to inbound the ball. They get it in to Wavering. Wavering
jumping
kicks
for joy there to try and prevent the ball from getting inbounded. A little bit of a stumble there from Dilly. Pass it back out to the top.
Jacobson drives in and draws a foul, so she'll go to the line for 2 now.
Minute left on the clock. Looks like it's starting to slow down here for Shanley and West Fargo.
Yeah, Deacons definitely know the end's near here.
I mean, at this point, just got to make the free throws. Want to get your stats up here.
And she makes the second.
Gus inbounding. Bogenreef has it. Taking it slowly off the court. Just burn some time out. See if you can get a shot up if you have it. But otherwise, Shanley knows that they just got to slow this game down.
Gus, nice paint movement. Great post up by Gus, and she gets the little hook shot to go off the bank. The bank is finally open in this game here.
I mean, Gus has been out here with the varsity players all game, but even now she's staying in and playing with her age group, and you can see how much more dominant she is. Ooh. Fulman with some good defense there, but West Fargo finds a nice shot over the top there.
Yeah, Dilly was able to bank it high off the glass, so back-to-back banks open now.
30 seconds left in the game here for Shanley.
Kudelman tries to get another 3 here. That's a bad miss there, air ball.
I mean, maybe spent a little bit too much time in the weight room in the offseason. Goes over the hoop a bit.
Yeah, way too strong, like you said. Time winding down now. 5 seconds left to play in the ball game here. Jacobson at the top of the key. She's just going to try and put up a 3. Can't get that one to go.
That'll be the game. Great game for the Shanley girls here. Really saw a defensive game for Shanley. They played so strongly there, and when they got those opportunities on offense, they found a way to knock it down.
Yeah, like you said, the Shanley Deacons here just look like a complete team. I mean, they're doing it, like you said, on both the offense and defensive side of the ball here, and they just look really complete here.
I mean, look at some of these shots. Jump shot by Vanessa Bohr. You can see Jaya Taylor getting open in the paint. They have so many options out here. And defensively, they just stop them from creating. Riley Seaver closing out. Does not let the shot fall easy, but they still make it. And it seems like all of those shots for West Fargo were made under heavy contention.
Yeah, and that's part of the reason, I would say, Briggs, of why they couldn't get some to fall earlier in the game, right?
Yeah, they found the groove later on. They found that green meter. They were able to make those three-point shots. But early on, they could not get over the hands of Riley Sievert, Megan Dietz, Jaya Taylor. So they really had to start creating on their own.
Some of your top performers to the night, I would say the player of the game for the Shanley Deacons here has got to be Riley Sievert. She finished the game with 23 points. Same with Jaya Taylor, the second leading scorer for this Shanley girls team, finished with 17 points. For the Packers here, you got Bachgard finishing with 13 points on the night, and you had Waverin finishing with 9, your two leading scorers for the Packers here.
And even though those are the MVPs, I mean, you can't forget some of the contributions from the defense on Shanley. Addison Gus, a lot of blocks, a lot of steals, and a lot of assists out there. And that's what you need to create a full team. We saw a lot of back and forth between Jaya and Riley, the two leading scorers on Shanley. And you could really see the difference in team chemistry going out there.
Yeah, so for Briggs Hansen and our entire crew, I'm CJ Johnson. The final score from Fargo, Shanley Deacons 73, West Fargo Packers 43. To watch the archive version of this entire game and our other broadcasts, go to ShanleyTV.com. The proceeding has been a presentation of Shanley TV. Stay tuned, though, for the boys' game coming up next, as Briggs and I will be back on the air with you here. So we'll take a break here, and we'll see you back here for the boys' game.
This broadcast is presented by American Family Insurance, Ken Craft Agency, Bell Bank, Electro Diagnostic Services, Essentia Health, Fargo Orthodontics, Forum Communications, Fusion Electric, Great States, Hurley's, J-Tech Mechanical, Luther Family Buick GMC, Moore Engineering, Network Center, Off the Wall Advertising, OnSharp, Peak Partners, Sandine Law, Shields, Sweeney Controls Company, and Zerberg Architects.
From McCormick Gymnasium in Fargo, North Dakota, good evening, everyone. I'm CJ Johnson alongside my good friend here, Briggs Hansen, as we get set for North Dakota High School boys basketball action as the Shanley Deacons prepare to take on the West Fargo High School Packers. Boys basketball on Shanley TV is presented by the Shanley Athletic Club, taking Deacon athletics to a higher level.
It's great to be back. Girls team just got a great win over West Fargo, so hopefully the Shanley boys can keep it rolling here.
Yeah, as we get the starting lineup here for the Shanley boys team. Briggs, what do you think each team needs to do here to come out of this gym here with a win?
I mean, I said this last game too, but fundamentals, if you can just keep those solid, plays will open up for you, the court will open up, you'll get open breaks, you'll get good defense. So it's important that both these teams stick to solid defense, solid passing, and keep the game all rounded.
Yeah, Shanley this season, Shanley boys this season have been scoring a lot of points. But from what I heard from different players throughout the school day today is that they've also been kind of letting up a bunch of points too. What do you think their defense kind of needs to do in this game to make sure West Fargo doesn't get off to a hot start?
It's a great question. I mean, I think it's all about closing down the perimeter and make sure to play tight defense. This Shanley team, although full of athletes, full of great players, they are a lot shorter than the average basketball team. Due to the small school size, harder to find those tall players that West Fargo has. So if they can keep that distance short, defense will be a lot more fortunate. And Perky starting off with a good steal off the tip-off.
Oh, yeah, Baumgartner here off to the wing, gets it to Kraft. Kraft dribbles over. Kraft trying to calm it down, get some offense going here. Kraft trying to look for Perky. Perkarovich gets it to Kraft. Kraft on the wing, tries to drive in, gets it to Baumgartner. Baumgartner pulls up for a three. Long shot, lands short, misses. West Fargo with the rebound. West Fargo quickly up the floor here. Seymour tries to drive into the paint. Dishes over Foul. Foul kind of loses the handle on it and turns it over here.
That was a quick back and forth exchange. Tommy Baumgartner got a good step off there, but West Fargo able to get it down the court. Unfortunately, just get out of bounds. Fortunate for the Deacons, though.
Yeah, West Fargo's in this press here, trying to get the Deacons caught off guard here a little bit, but they break the press nicely. So Holcraft has it now at the top of the key. Trying to look for someone to pass it to. Baumgartner has it now. Cutterba drives into the paint, gets it around, can't get the layup to go. West Fargo again quickly up the floor. Can't get that bucket to go. Nice rebound by Perkarovich.
West Fargo might need to slow it down a little bit. Try to get it a little bit too quick. Shanley got down there with them. Some good rebounding, and they get the ball back, and it looks like it's a turnover, and it's West Fargo's ball again.
Yeah, folks, everyone in this gymnasium is standing up. You're just going to be in an awesome game here today.
It's hard to see over some of these taller guys here in the front, so apologies if we don't call out the right names sometimes. And it looks like a steal by Jay Kraft. Gets up the court, some contact, passes out to Sean for a three, and he doesn't quite make it.
Foul with the rebound. Quickly up the floor for West Fargo, and West Fargo, easy layup in transition here. Defense didn't get back quick enough here for this Deacons team. Again, West Fargo stays in this press here. Perkarovich with a nice three, though.
Now West Fargo in the paint, trying to outpower Sean Cutterba there. Swinging it around, all the way around the world. Beckett Foul up at the top of the key. passes it back out.
Samak has it now, driving into the paint there. Kicks it out to Seymour.
Good defense by Shanley. Doesn't quite come down. Jake Kraft finds Perky in the corner, and they're going to, he's going to take the three and into wind. Interesting shot take there.
Yeah, bad miss there by Perkarovich. Kind of unusual, too. He doesn't miss a lot of those.
And more rarely, it wasn't a very good team play. Thought he could make that one, and you admire the confidence, but you got to look for some good plays there. Michael with a good catch in the corner. Another shot take there, and off the back.
Knutson with the rebound there. Yeah, this game is just off to a hot start here. Tempo's really high. I think both teams really need to kind of calm down. Don't you think here, Briggs?
I mean, even if they don't want to calm down, just better shot selection. You don't want to be going for all these contested shots, and there's another contested shot, and it's not able to fall. Same story we've been seeing these past couple possessions.
Easy dish in the lane there by West Fargo. Knutson with another easy layup there.
And there we go, back to the basics. Found a guy in the two, got in the paint, got those easy points. That's what you want to see for creation.
Nice press break there by the Deacons. Baumgartner tried to drive in the lane there, but he's going to turn it over.
Looked like he wanted to shoot for a second, tried to create something, just couldn't get in. There's West Fargo with another easy 2 points.
Glant with an easy bucket there. Holcraft tried to make an and one play, but he's going to draw the foul. Bucket couldn't go, though. So he's going to go to the line to shoot 2 now. I think that foul kind of helped both teams out here because it really now slowing down the pace. Each team can kind of catch their breath here for a minute.
Yeah, it's very aggressive. I mean, Coach Weber's back there talking to the boys. I'm sure he's saying, guys, slow it down, make good shots, let your plays develop because we don't need to be taking any unnecessary 3 points. Looks like we got some subs for West Fargo. Shanley's going to keep their starting roster out here and hope they can dish out some more points.
Yeah, number 15 for Booth checks into the game. And number 5, Scoville, checks into the game as well.
And that'll be no points for Michael Holcraft on the free throws.
Yeah, 0 for 2 for the line. Not what you want to see in this early part of this game here.
Definitely not. Bucket foul, almost fumbles it. Sean Cutterbaugh on him like white on rice. Makes a move in the paint.
Samak now has it. He's going to try and drive into the paint, and he's going to get the nice little hook layup shot go.
Wow. Little guy, but still able to get up around those defenders in the paints, get the 2 points.
I mean, he put the ball on the ground and just took full advantage. I mean, he really drove in. No hesitation at all. So now Perkarovich he's going to try and drive into the paint, and that's going to get poked away. Scoville has it down to Seymour. Seymour with an easy try to get an easy layup, missed it, but then Booth there was with the rebound. Long launch there for the Deacons across court. Baumgartner in and out.
I mean, good pass there by Jake White to find the open guy, but Tommy Baumgartner wasn't quite open and misses the 3-pointer there.
Booth to foul.
Wow, and absolutely mauls Michael Holcraft there. Doesn't get the points, and that's called a foul on Michael Holcraft.
Yeah,
interesting.
Questionable call there. The fans here in the stands didn't like it. They thought Michael Holcraft's feet were set there, thought it should have been an offensive foul, but instead foul's going to go to the line for 2 here.
Hard to see from here, just a lot of contact down in the paint.
Foul misses the first. And foul gets the second one to go.
Sean Cutterbaugh taking down the court, over to Perky. Back up to Kraft, he's going to take it. Michael Holcraft looks for a shot, pump fake, dribbling it back around. He's got some space, taking it back up the court. Spins it back around again. He does not want to pass the rock. Out to TB. TB looks for a shot. He finds it.
And he's going to miss it. He's 0 for 3 on the night, starting right now on threes. Samak picks up his dribble. He goes, cuts into the paint, gets the ball back, kicks it back out to foul. Foul for a deep 3. Can't get that one to go. Baumgartner with the rebound. Ooh, Booth took a hard hit on the court there. Good sportsmanship from Cutterbaugh.
I mean, Cutterbaugh just used his size there, boxed the guy out. Looks like he took a tumble, but TB used his height, got up there, got the rebound, and that's what you want to see. Back to those fundamentals. But now Shanley needs to go down there and make some good offensive plays.
West Fargo is going to stay in this press here. Deacons are going to do a good job to break it here, get it across court. Pergorovich going to try and drive in. He tucks it in like a running back there.
Going back to the football days, keeps that ball secure, but he doesn't take the shot. Back out to Michael. That's a 3.
Holcraft can't get that one to go. Rebound by Seymour. And Grant quickly up the floor here. Picks up his dribble, gets it into Booth inside there. Booth's going to go to work. The big man. Big man loses the handle on it, gets it back out to Grant. Grant kicks it out. Samak for a deep 3, in and out, can't go. Cutterba, nice box out.
Wow, just outpowers him in the paint. He's shorter, but he had that muscle on him. Perky, open corner 3.
Oh, can't get that one to go. Thought that one was going to go. Booth with the rebound. West Fargo getting quickly up the floor. West Fargo playing with a lot of pace in this basketball game, trying to catch the Deacons off guard here.
They're trying to out-cardio him here, but let me tell you, this Shanley basketball team does plenty of running. And West Fargo knocks down a 3, and that'll put it up 11 for West Fargo.
Like you said, Shanley with a bunch of cardio. Shanley quickly back down the court here. Baumgartner's going to try and drive in. And that was a lot of contact. Foul on Booth. Booth trying to plead his case that he's straight up, but
looks like they'll call that shooting too. Oh, maybe not.
No, it looks like they're going to call it on the ground here. Kind of unusual. It looks like he was in the shooting process, shooting motion there, but instead they're going to call it on the ground.
Really did. Instead, we'll have Tommy Baumgartner taking that key.
Baumgartner trying to look for a cutting craft, but instead gets it over to Cutterba. Cutterba loses the handle on it. Knutson. Oh, Knutson trying to go for a layup, and Sean trying to get the block, but they're going to call a foul there.
And wow, a lot of pokes here for West Fargo. They've just been getting that ball out of the Shanley players' hands and taking it down the court. You need to keep that secure and stop those unnecessary turnovers. That's what Shanley needs to get back to right now.
Yeah, that's what I was exactly going to say, Briggs. The ball security for this Deacons team. Don't get me wrong, they're holding the ball, but they really got to hold it tightly against this West Fargo High team that really likes to poke at the ball.
I mean, even if you want to take it like a running back with Perky, whatever gets the job done, that's what we need to see here. And West Fargo knocks down their first.
Knutson gets the first, from the line. Knutson goes 2 for 2 at the line there.
And Jay Kraft will be taking it up the court. Tosses a dime to Michael Holcraft, stolen, knocked out of bounds. That will remain Shanley's ball. Lucky to get that one back there.
Yeah, again, I think Shanley's just kind of interiorly, maybe not pace-wise with this game because they want to keep up with West Fargo, but I think just kind of decision-making wise, they need to slow it down here a little bit.
Yeah, they're looking for those aggressive scoring plays, and maybe that works out, but right now it's not. Jay Kraft with the 3.
Can't get that one to go. Knutson with the rebound. Grant quickly up the floor here. Foul over to Scuville. Scuville back to Grant. Foul. Sanger in the paint. Turns it over. Oh, Knutson gets it back. And foul with the kind of reverse layup there.
Shanley almost had it there, but they weren't able to capitalize on the steal. Michael got it stolen right back from him in the paint there. Now, a big problem here for Shanley is they don't seem to have many offensive rebounds. Tommy Baumgartner got one early on. Sean got one, but they need to get down there in the paint. They need to prevent those extra points from coming off missed shots.
Yeah, I think that comes with 2. It looks like, from what we've been seeing here, Briggs, is Shanley players are just kind of staying around the perimeter here and just settling for three-point shots. They really kind of need to find some work. I understand they're not the tallest team here, but they maybe need to get a little pick-and-roll action here or something to get some points in the paint.
And I think Coach is seeing that, too, with the addition of Landon Mitchell. Wow, West Fargo finds an aggressive 2 there, but Landon, really strong paint player, aggressive defensive guy, and it's probably why Coach Weber sent him out here.
Yeah, Scuville with a nice bucket. Again, just kind of an off-target pass here. Shanley boys here just kind of look disoriented here, if you want to say, and that's probably exactly why Coach Weber on the Deacon sideline called a timeout here.
I mean, that's a good timeout, but here's a message from Shanley TV. Shanley TV is made possible in part by the Shanley Athletic Club and their generous members. Check out their website today at shanleyathletic.com to learn how your membership contributes to Shanley TV, the Deacon Den, and many other student-athlete needs. While you're there, be sure to renew your annual membership by clicking the Join Now button, or become a member if you are not one already. It's easy to become a member, and anyone can join, so sign up today. The Shanley Athletic Club, taking Deacon athletics to a higher level. And now if you're Weber here, you're just saying, guys, Can we get some rebounds? Can we get some good passing here? We need to get back to fundamental basketball because West Fargo is just outplaying them on every level right now.
Yeah, on top of that, fundamental basketball is going to be one thing, but he's definitely got to draw up some good plays to get his playmakers the ball and get good looks right now. Every look that we've seen Shanley basketball take or Shanley boys take right now, it's been a hard contested shot with a hand in their face every time because this West Fargo defense is playing great. I think Coach Weber just needs to draw up something, maybe like we said earlier, a little pick and roll action, get a guy a clean look, or get some good ball movement here so we can find an open look here.
And I think more importantly, some of these players need to find the rhythm. A lot of missed shots, a lot of missed opportunities. You can't let that happen here.
So back to the action here. Knutson here at the top of the key gets a foul. Foul gets it over. Scuville to Grant. Grant over Sanger. Sanger over Scuville. And looks like Mitchell, like we said, Mitchell, a very aggressive player, is going to commit his first personal foul here.
Almost looks like he's trying to force him out of bounds, but the ref caught him there and gave him the foul. Maybe a little deserved, but you want to see that kind of aggressiveness here. They need that energy here.
Yeah, especially to get West Fargo off their game plan here a little bit. Knutson in the paint, easy dish inside, and easy layup.
I mean, not much you can do about that. Landon puts a hand up, but he doesn't want to get another foul. Good play. Deacons just need to switch it back on offense, slow it down, and see what they can cook up.
Kraft tries driving, kicks it out to Baumgartner. Baumgartner for a long three, and he can't get that one to go.
And Landon gets a good rebound, aggressive, quick play, shoots out there. Tommy goes for a contested layup, another miss.
And he can't get that one to go. Again, great hustle by Landon Mitchell, though, like we said on the offensive rebounds. Grant, though, drives in, tries to dish it over Knutson. Knutson gets a handle on it again, kicks it out now back to Grant. Grant has it. He's going to drive into the paint, and he can't get the finger roll to go. Good rebound by Baumgartner.
And there's a defensive, like I said earlier, Tommy and Sean got some defensive rebounds, but there hasn't really been much of that action on the offensive side of the ball for Shanley. These missed shots are just turning into wasted opportunities. Luckily, Landon got their first one of the night, I believe, so he was able to get out there.
Yeah, and again, I don't really want to put a big emphasis on this height differential here, but you can definitely see Shanley kind of lacks the height that West Fargo is playing with right now.
But and even then, we've seen Owen Scoville, who's shortest man on this court, go out there and get working. So maybe it is an effort thing. Perkarevich goes in, contested layup, gets the two, and going for three. You can see there he's got an arm brace. He's got some sort of shoulder device there, keep it in place. But even then, he's still willing to get aggressive there in the paint.
That's right. Perkarevich accounting for all 5 of the Deacons' points here in this first half.
We got Wesley Sweat coming in for the Deacons. West Fargo used to go there. You wonder if there's a little bit of animosity, a little bit of want to score for Wesley out there.
100%, and I feel like Coach Weber probably understands that too, and that's why he's trying to put Wesley Sweat Jr. into the game early here.
You can see him talking over there. I wonder what they're talking about. Oh, Wes, I miss you. Probably something like that.
Yeah, and Perkarevich makes it the three-point play.
Oh, wow, deep three and bricked it.
Can't capitalize. Samak can't make that three. Foul over to Seymour. Seymour back inside to Samak.
Looks like a push from Perkarevich, and that's going to be a foul. Doesn't look like shooting.
No, yeah, it looks like they're going to call on the floor here. That's going to be his first personal. Perkarevich is first personal, excuse me there.
And foul inbounding it. Jay Kraft in his face.
Foul to Samak. Samak corner three. Thought about it. Just going to drive in instead.
Oh, wow. I mean, little guy there. Perkarevich almost just hurdled him.
Yeah, and again, Perkarevich kind of gets behind the defender there, is trying to catch up, and Samak can feel that. He has great body awareness, hits the brakes a little bit, and causes Perkarevich to run into him and to pick up the foul.
I mean, he's not able to react in time. He really stopped on a dime there and draws that foul. That's a good foul. Unfortunately, not shooting, so not much work for them.
And another foul committed by this Deacons team. Wesley Sweat Jr. tries to get the block here on Seymour, and instead apparently must have got him on the arm, according to the refs there.
Maybe a little beef from math class back at West Fargo, but that was a pretty aggressive foul from Wesley Sweat as he takes it to the line for two.
Yeah, definitely trying to hit on ESPN's top 10 reel with that block, but instead commits the foul. Seymour misses the first at the line. Seymour goes 0 for 2 at the line. Cutterba trying to fight for the rebound. He can't secure it, and it's going to go out of bounds on Cutterba. So, again, West Fargo with another opportunity here to score points, and that's something the Deacons definitely don't want to see here.
I mean, this is their third inbound in a row on this possession. Shanley needs to find a way to get the ball in their hands and keep it there.
Yeah, like we praised the girls team earlier this evening about how they played good, sound, fundamental defense. Right now, I think the Shanley boys kind of need a little bit of that.
Definitely. And here goes Beckett foul with the 2. A lot of contact from Michael. That's good defense, exactly what we were talking about. Keeps the paint secure. So Jay Kraft is going to be able to take it down the court, slow it down, look for some players.
That's right. Cutterba now on the wing here. Cutterba is looking for cutting a Holcraft. Now gets to cutting Baumgartner. Baumgartner gets in the paint, fights through contact, and he's going to get a shooting foul. He's going to draw the foul and go to the line for 2.
Now he's going to be looking for his first points of the game. He's had a lot of shot takes, but just not been able to knock him down. So let's hope this gets his mojo back in place and Shanley can start rolling once again. I mean, this is a packed stadium we have here. This is completely filled top to bottom, parents, students. You can see it's a lot of energy in this room. With it being alumni night, it's a double header. There's a C-team game after this, and there's even an acro show at halftime, so be sure to stick around for that as Tommy Baumgartner knocks down his three-pointer.
I know, great night. Good thing for you folks at home that we have this great crew here for Shanley TV so you can see this action at your home. Samak for 3 at the top of the key. Can't get that one to go. Rebound secured by the Deacons.
Good catch there by Jay Kraft to stop the turnover from happening. Dribbles past Samak there.
Yeah, definitely going back to his football days there at wide receiver, catching that ball.
Michael back at the top, wants to restart this play over. Out to Sean Cutterba, looking for a player.
And there's going to be a foul called on the floor by Booth. Kind of got really physical there with Wesley Sweat Jr., you know. Maybe some kind of some tension with him and the old West Fargo players there.
I mean, neither of them had the ball. That's kind of a rare foul to see, so it makes you wonder what's going on down there. And now West Fargo has passed the threshold, and Wesley Sweat's going to get his free.
Free one-on-one play at the line. Yeah, Booth already with 3 fouls with 7 minutes left in this first half. I would be surprised to see him back on the floor here before halftime.
Wow, Sean Cutterba outsizes the men in the paint, gets that 2 points. Shanley needs that as they rotate back for defense. Scoville passes it off to Samak. Samak passes it out to Simic.
And now after that by Sean Cutterba there, definitely brought a low, definitely some noise back into this gymnasium here. Hopefully sparks some motivation here for this Shanley boys team. Samak for a deep 3.
Simic to Samak, that's 3. I wonder how much confusion there is with their names. Aiden Simic and Aiden Samak, both playing for West Fargo.
Nothing but net on that 3.
Speaking of nothing but net, Sean Cutterba does not get it.
Kraft with the rebound, the long rebound. Oh, fancy moves. Holcraft for 3, and he can't get that one to go.
Great creation by Jake Kraft, but man, Michael Holcraft just could not knock down that open 3. And Scoville looks like he gets it knocked out of bounds here. Shanley ball.
Yeah, Grant kind of losing his footwork there at the bottom of the court there. Saved it from going out of bounds, but he was the first one to touch it after he went out of bounds, and you just can't do that. So good call by the officials there.
Out to Wesley. He finds Sean in the paint, intercepted by Scoville. Scoville's going to take it down the paint with a bunch of speed, and he tries to dime it, but Jake Kraft says, not today.
Yeah, that's right. Grant trying to quickly make something happen there.
No looker by Holcraft. Wesley knocks down the 2, and he says, West Fargo, I am here, and I am going to stay.
That's right. Great to see Wesley Sweat Jr. get an early basket like that. Samak now has it in the corner. Samak over to Semick. Grant over to Seymour. Seymour to Semick.
A lot of S names in this West Fargo team. They're able to get that 2 points. It looks like timeout for West Fargo. They're going to want to recuperate here after that quick possession. Kind of chaotic. They managed to get the points, but as the coach, you want to slow it down, make sure your players are doing all the right things.
That's right. If we're Coach Weber here in this huddle, he's definitely got to say, let's keep the. We get a highlight here from Pergorovich in his deep 3.
I mean, not a lot of highlights out here for Shanley. Gone a lot more in West Fargo's way. You can see that aggressive 2 by Perkarevich. That swung the momentum a bit. That got Shanley moving, but you need to see that continue if they want to be able to get in this game. Michael Holcraft goes down. No looker to Wesley Sweat. That was a great point. We need to see more of that passing, more of that team chemistry, and not any more ego three-pointers.
That's right. Finally, the Shanley Deacons kind of look like they've kind of found their groove a little bit here, don't you think, Briggs?
It seems like they have. It seems like whatever Weber said to them that huddle the first time has gotten to them a bit, and now hopefully they'll be able to continue to build on that, grow on that, as Jay Kraft will pass it out.
Yeah, Kraft to inbound the ball here.
I mean, there's been a lot of creation for this team. Jay Kraft seems to be a true point guard out here, getting passes, finding his open guy, dribbling to bring the guys into paint, but Tommy Baumgartner, Michael Holcraft just haven't been able to knock down some of these shots.
Yeah, and I think some of that to do with it is that West Fargo keeps throwing different looks at them here, defensively wise. Like right now, they kind of look like they'd be in a zone. Earlier, they were in a man, just throwing a bunch of different things at them.
Deep 3 by Jake. Can't find it. Again, story of the night.
Offensive rebound, though, and Baumgartner gets the putback.
Great shot there by Tommy Baumgartner. Just taller than all the guys in the paint there, so he said, why not take this shot?
Grant now bringing it up for West Fargo. Grant over to Samac. Samac at the top of the key. Finds Scooville. Scooville in the corner. Can't get that one to go. Kraft with the rebound. Kraft's going to quickly bring it up to the floor. Gets to Baumgartner. Baumgartner's going to try and drive in. Loses the handle, but there is a foul called on Seymour and the West Fargo Packers. That's going to be Seymour's first. And Shanley is in the bonus, so Baumgartner will get a one-on-one look here at the line.
And this will be his second time going to the line tonight. Knocked down both of them last time, so want to see that continue. I mean, that's just a fundamental of basketball. Non-contested at the free throw line. No pressure here. He can do this.
And he gets the first to go. Baumgartner up to 5 points on the night here.
Looks like Landon Mitchell subbing back in for Wesley Sweat. They seem a lot less friendly towards Landon Mitchell than Wesley down there. They're not boys from back in the day. And Tommy goes 4 for 4. Baumgartner. Tommy Baumgartner, that is.
Now Fowle's going to bring it up the court for the Packers. Fowle's going to try and drive it in the paint. Kicks it out to Samac. Samac to Scooville. Scooville to Seymour. Seymour to Grant. Grant's going to drive in. He's going to dish to Samac, and Samac gets the little floater to go.
Mitchell passes out to Jay Kraft. Jay Kraft finds Sean. Baumgartner in the middle of the paint. Looks it out to Holcraft. Holcraft back all the way over to Kraft. Kraft's going to dribble in the paint, and he goes for a little jumper. Ooh, does not find it.
Yeah, I can't get that one to go.
That'll be West Fargo's ball, taking it back up the court. Looks like he's going to inbound it to Beckett Fowl.
Yeah, so Fowle's going to bring it up the court here now. Kind of slow the pace down a little bit here.
Mitchell switching off here. That's Glantz taking the ball.
Glantz to Samac. Samac looks for Seymour in the paint, but instead he's going to try and drive and kicks out Scooville.
And Mitchell's found his only guy on the court shorter than him. Oh, Sean Cutterba, linebacker, lurks over the middle, gets that ball. Jay Kraft tries to find Tommy, but West Fargo turnover.
Transition defense gets back there for the Deacons. Samac's going to try and drive in. Dishes to Seymour. Seymour can't get the bucket to go, but draws the foul.
Yeah, he'll get another try at his 2 points here after that. Jay Kraft looks like got a hand in there.
Again, this West Fargo Packers team just looks like they're not afraid to put the ball down on the ground and drive into the paint and just no hesitation at all. What do you think, Briggs?
Yeah, I mean, West Fargo has just been playing so snappy, so quick. This is a fast twitch team, and Shanley's been able to get down there sometimes and prevent easy points, but a lot of the time they get these good looks like that and get the hack on West Fargo, and they get to shoot the line.
And Seymour goes 2 for 2 at the line.
Michael Holcraft taking it up at the top. Going to slow it down. Out to Sean Cutterba. And they're double teaming him. A lot of hands in there. Tommy Baumgartner, open 3. And he can't find it again. Man, you just got to ask, when do you stop taking those shots?
Glant has it now over to Scoville. Scoville to Samac. Samac's looking for Knutson inside. Knutson loses the handle on it, gets it back, kind of fight for the ball here. Out of bounds on West Fargo. Deacons ball. Great fight there by Holcraft down on the floor, getting his body, put his body on the line there.
A lot of aggressiveness there. You would have thought Perkarevich would have got that if he had two shoulders, but West Fargo was picking on him.
Holcraft, Perkarovich to Baumgartner, back to Mitchell. Mitchell to Holcraft. Perkarovich inside. Perkarovich goes to work. Hook shot, can't get that one to go. Sean Cutterbutt tries to get the offensive rebound. Holcraft intercept, though, showing his athleticism.
I don't think Cutterbutt was ready for that pass by Holcraft. Tommy Baumgartner uses his height, gets up there for the two.
Yeah, it's definitely helpful to have three guys at the rim there where you can just kind of pass it back to each other.
And again, that's just an effort thing. Got to get down there, make sure you guys are down there on offense, and you'll be able to bully that one defender. Looks like Glant here going down the middle. Michael Holcraft steals that. She's got Sean Cutterbutt. Sean Cutterbutt, guy coming up behind him, but he still gets the two. Tommy there to rebound it if he needed to. Great points by Shanley. They needed that momentum shift as West Fargo takes it down the court. Goes for a two. Rejected by Perkarevich. Out to Glant, out to Samick. Back in the paint for West Fargo. They're going to shoot it out to three, and he does not come home with it. Michael Holcraft gets the rebound. Shanley seems to be getting their mojo back as they kick it out to Sean for three.
Offensive
and
foul.
Doesn't go.
Offensive foul committed by Holcraft before the shot there.
Seemed like a lot of momentum out there, and Holcraft got a little overjoyous, hit the guy kind of hard, but you love to see that energy. You love to see that momentum coming back for Shanley, and hopefully they can continue to build off this even after the foul.
Yeah, and Coach Weber doesn't like that that foul called. Glant kind of looked like he was moving his feet a little bit from what Weber saw, and he just didn't like the foul called.
It's especially unfortunate with what they had going. You don't ever want to see your player shut down like that.
Oh, nice dish from Knutson to foul. Foul with the easy layup there.
I mean, he was already up there. Should have just dunked it. Kraft up at the top of the key, looking for a player. Just going to dribble it around a little bit, see what he can find. Kraft has had some great court vision this game, try to create for his team, and that's what you see a lot of him out of these basketball games. As Perkarevich drives in the middle, little spin around, and he finds the hoop. What a great play by him. I mean, he is just a fundamental basketball player when he gets in the paint.
So now foul's going to bring it up here. Foul to Samac.
A lot of the strength from West Fargo has come from this perimeter, and you can say the opposite from Shanley. They have not been able to knock down much threes, so we see a lot of opposite basketball play here as Samick takes it down, passes it to number 10.
The voice of this gymnasium is back, though. The crowd's really starting to get involved here.
Wow. And a lot of people here looking for a travel as the little guy in the paint knocks it down for two.
Perkarovich going to try and drive in. He's going to kick it back out, though, to Cutterbutt. Cutterbutt thought about the three. He's going to kick it out to Baumgartner.
Baumgartner saw that the pass wasn't going to him, and that's great situational awareness there to let the pass fall down to Cutterbutt.
Perkarovich three look. Can't get it to go. Foul with the rebound, though.
And Shanley only 1-3 on the entire night. With 30 seconds left, he does not take his time. He knocks down that three immediately. As Shanley transitions back down the court, Cutterbutt goes up for some points, aggressive in the paint. He gets a travel.
They're going to call a travel on him. The crowd doesn't like it. Crowd thought he didn't move his pivot foot. That's what it looked like from up here, but instead they're going to call him on the travel there.
Looks like Weber's not too upset about it. Talking back to his team, he wants them to play good defense here. 20 seconds. Shanley just needs to defend their court for a little bit.
Can't let any easy buckets here before half. Samac to foul. Foul's going to drive in. Around the back, tries to get the layup. Can't get it, but Knutson with the easy offensive rebound and put back.
Practice shot for Tommy Baumgartner, and it's not even there. Shouldn't have taken that one. And now this half's over, CJ. I mean, what's the biggest problem you've been seeing with this Shanley offense and defense?
Yeah, right now, Shanley offense can't get a good look right now to save their life. I mean, every shot they've taken so far has been contested, hand in the face every time, and that's just not something you like to see out of an offense here. They got to get a good game plan, something drawn up here at halftime, to get a good look with a hand in the face. And for West Fargo, they just got to keep playing their game plan here. I mean, they've been able to execute on all levels here and really been showing out here.
I mean, at some point, when does Shanley just got to say to themselves, we're not hot at three, we got to take a step back, let's go back to traditional two-point basketball? because you got to be able to admit that as a team. You got to be able to see that you're not making them.
That's right. Your first half players here to watch. Baumgartner up to 9 points there. Perkarovich with 8. Your 2 leading scorers there for Shanley. And for West Fargo Packers, you got Aiden Samak up to 13 points. And you got Knutson with a bunch of offensive rebounds in that up to 11 points. So your score here at the half is West Fargo Packers 40, Shanley Deacons 22. Have a good halftime entertainment here for the FM Air Acro team, and we'll see you after half. All right, welcome back here as we get set for the second half of play here. Briggs, what do you think Shanley was talking about here during the locker room, and how do you think they're going to get off to a fast start here?
I mean, I'm sure a lot of it was about this three-point shooting. It's been very disappointing seeing Shanley go so low from the perimeter. So I'm sure Weber was talking about plays drop, a lot of pick and rolls, cut to the basket. You just want to take those easy two instead of risking it with the dice roll on the three.
Yeah, and defensively, how do you think what plan do you think Coach Weber put in place here during the halftime to kind of slow down this quick, fiery offense by this West Fargo Packers team?
I mean, I just think a lot of it will end up being transition, and I think a big part of it, honestly, is preventing turnovers on offense because that's what allows them to get down the court and get those easy 2 points. So defensively, I don't think Shanley's doing all that bad. They just need to capitalize on some of the creation that's being made on the offensive side of the court.
All right, and here you go, second half of action on its way. Here's Seymour at the wing here. Seymour tries to look for some Packers cutting in the paint. Instead, is going to give it to Foul.
West Fargo coach is yelling about something as Foul goes up for two, jump stop, and that's an easy bucket. Jay Kraft taking it up the court. We've seen him take it a bunch of times. Kind of locked up, gives it to Sean. Back out to Kraft. Tommy Baumgartner, deep three, and keeps going cold.
But nice offensive rebound here by Holcraft, and Perkarovich gets a nice three. So Perkarovich finding something that works early on in this game here. He's up to 11 points in this game now.
And he's going to end that three-point drought that they were on. And I know I was talking about how they shouldn't take those, but he found that top of the key. That's a nice shot by Perky.
And great defense here on the other end by Perkarovich too as well, locking down Foul on the paint there. Again, does a nice job on defense.
They're going to give that to West Fargo, and it got real quiet in here, and I think that's because the West Fargo coach is getting a little fired up. He's holding up a 4. Not sure what it means, but he does not like it.
Yeah, from the sounds of it, it kind of looks like he was mad about how they were executing their play that he had just drawn up for him. So I think he wants some better execution out of his West Fargo team here.
And it looks like he might get that. No, Foul loses the ball. Jay Kraft takes it into transition. He's going to slow it down out to Michael Holcraft. Can't find it. Back to Jake on the perimeter, and they're getting pushed out.
Holcraft now at the top of the key, trying to look for a cutting Cutterba in the paint here. Cutterba works back out to the wing, though, out in the perimeter. Perkarovich picks up his dribble, gives it to Holcraft. Holcraft finds a cutting Baumgartner. Baumgartner gets an and one play. What a play by Baumgartner. Sneaks behind the defense, behind the hoop, gets a nice reverse layup there for the and one type of play.
And now he's going to get a redemption at his 3 points. He's 4 for 4 from the free throw line. This would make him 5 for 5.
Yeah, Baumgartner finally up to double digits here in the points category.
Looks like Coach Weber is giving Jay Kraft here a little talking to over on the sideline. Don't know what he's saying to him, but, I mean, Jay Kraft seems to be the leader out here, taking up the court, finding plays, so I'm sure it's something along those lines.
Yeah, and Baumgartner and he capitalizes on the three-point play there. So now Samak over to
from
Foul.
The top.
Foul just throws away. Kind of a little miscommunication there on that drive.
I don't know if he saw the cheerleaders in green and he thought it was a player, but that really went to no one.
Yeah, so now West Fargo staying in this press here. Kraft's trying to command his offense here. Gets across court. Perkarovich for an open three. Perkarovich just a little short. Kind of looks like came out of his hand a little wrong. And Keller tries to get the dunk. A little too strong, though.
I mean, he's the second Keller that I've met in my life. We got our own father Keller here, and he wouldn't have missed that layup.
Perkarovich kind of throws it away there into traffic. Seymour tries to bully his way in, but turns it over.
Sean finds Perky for the open layup, and he makes it in. That's a good 2 points for Shanley. And this momentum might be starting to shift if they can keep up this good transition offense, stay strong on defense. As Glant goes up for 2, and he draws the foul for a chance at 3 on Tommy Baumgartner.
Yeah, so Glant's going to get an opportunity to make this a three-point play here. That was Baumgartner's first personal. And Glant capitalizes, even with his kind of awkward shooting motion, capitalizes on the free throw.
Yeah, now that you mentioned that is very odd. Rolls it up the neck. I don't know if it's for consistency's sake, but haven't seen that, especially not in high school ball. And Tommy Baumgartner gets a nice assist from Michael Holcraft to put up 2, as Glant, the weird shooter, takes the ball up the court.
Samak for a deep 3, in and out for him, can't go. Rebound controlled by the Deacons here. West Fargo going to stay in this kind of press.
Good hand-eye from Tommy Baumgartner to keep that ball in balance as Michael tries to dribble around. Jake back at the top of the key, wants to slow it down.
Holcraft now out on the wing, trying to find a cutting Baumgartner, but instead gets it out to Kraft. And Kraft gets a nice three. Kraft, hopefully that sparks some offense, and Kraft.
And now that's 2 threes in a row for Shanley. We saw a big drought, but looks like they're getting back to it as they find Glant in the center. Cutterba rebounds it as Kraft dribbles it up the court. Finds Michael Holcraft for an easy 2. Great creation by Kraft, and Shanley is back on a swing.
Yeah, and Shanley here cuts this deficit down a little bit. They're under 10-point deficit here now. First time in this game since early in the first half here.
And that miss keeps it under 10. We saw Shanley almost at a 20-point deficit, so they've been climbing out, been finding ways. Oh, and 3 takes it. Jake Kraft one-on-one in the paint.
Seymour can't get it to go, but Keller's there for the putback. No one there to kind of box out. Quickly back down the court, though. Transition defense was not there. Seymour trying to get an impressive denial there, but instead commits the foul. So Perkarovich will go to the line for 2. Yeah, no transition defense at all for this Packers team. Lets Perkarovich slide behind him easily, and now he will go to the line and capitalize.
Nice free throw there from Perky. I mean, when you're given the chance to get free points, you have to take it. That's something that you got to work on. I'm sure they do that a lot in practice before they do their gassers. And this would make him 2 for 2. Let's see if he can knock it down here. Only Sean Cutterba in the paint.
Perkarovich.
And Sean almost finds it, even being alone out there, but that'll be West Fargo's ball.
Yeah, Perkarovich can't capitalize. So now Foul's going to bring it up the floor here for the West Fargo Packers. Foul over to Scooville. Scooville over to Keller. Keller to Knutson. Knutson over to Foul. Foul's going to drive in. He's going to dish it back out. Keller. Keller gets thought about 3, takes it, can't get it. Knutson with the offensive rebound. The fans here wanted an over and back call by Knutson, but instead they're not going to get it. Another offensive rebound, and Keller gets the putback.
And again, Shanley's just not getting there on the rebounds. That's been a big problem for them this game. Hopefully they can find it in them. Tommy Baumgartner taking it up. A lot of contact here over on the half court.
Yeah, Shanley Deacons here just need to work on their box outs. They have no box outs whatsoever on these on this West Fargo Packers team here, and that's allowing them to get the easy offensive rebounds that you just saw.
And Perkarovich launches a layup up to Heaven's Gate there, hits the top of the basketball hoop, and that'll be West Fargo's ball to the interference at the top of the hoop.
Yeah, so now Foul's going to bring it up here for the Packers. Over to Scooville. Scooville gets inside to Knutson. Knutson finds a cutting Foul, and Foul gets an easy layup there.
And Foul is just so quick. He gets in there with or without the ball, and they can't seem to get on him in time. So to give it back out to Perkarovich, it's now Shanley's turn to see what they can cook up here.
Yeah, Deacons break the press nicely. Holcraft drives in. He kind of alley-oops it to himself there. Haven't seen that one.
Whoa! Almost a highlight reel there from Michael Holcraft. Instead turns the creation. Jay Kraft, another 3.
Again, Deacons bring this lead back into 10 now. Knutson at the top, over to Foul. Foul takes the 3, can't get it. Short, rebound by Baumgartner. Kraft brings it up the floor now. Kraft slows it back down. Baumgartner's going to work in the paint, kicks it out to Cutterba. Cutterba in the corner, can't get that one to go. But Baumgartner with a nice offensive rebound. Thought about the 3, good decision though to kick it back out to Kraft. Kraft over to Holcraft on the wing. Holcraft looking for cutting Perkarovich, but instead gets it back over to Kraft. Kraft's going to try and drive it in the paint here. He pulls up, gets a jumper, can't. A little too strong off the back iron here. Rebound by Semick, and Semick's going to bring it across the court. Foul there at the wing now. Foul takes the wide open 3, can't get it, too strong off the back iron. Foul gets his own offensive rebound though, and gets the and one play.
That good foul. Seems like a little defensive communication through Shanley was lacking, and he gets an open 3, misses it, comes back, gets the drive, and gets his and one too. That is impressive by Beckett Foul.
Yeah, Foul now in double digits here in the ball game with 11, trying to make it 12 here if he makes the free throw.
And Shanley's starting to slip a little bit again. They almost are coming back in the game. They still have plenty of room to work here. But you want to see this momentum shift. You want to see Shanley try and get their heads back into this.
Samak comes in for Foul with West Fargo fans appreciating what he has done and gets a well-deserved rest here. So now West Fargo stays in this press, and Shanley does a nice job breaking it here with great ball movement. Perkarovich over to Holcraft, Holcraft to Cutterbaugh. Again, no one in the paint here for this Deacons team. There we go.
I think that's due to the height disadvantage. I mean, this West Fargo team has a lot of tall players out there. Shanley doesn't have that, but they have the hops that Michael Holcraft can create. Doesn't quite get up there enough, though. The 2 points, no good. Gets his fingers on the ball, but West Fargo returns on their side.
Yeah, again, great wingspan that Michael Holcraft has to deflect that pass that let it go out of bounds there. So now Seymour here will inbound the ball for West Fargo. Gets over Simic. Simic gets it inside there. And Booth with the dunk. Oh, my goodness.
Wow. And impressive, even a hang on the rim. I mean, that is a tall guy there. Gets the open break. He doesn't want the layup. He wants to send a message with a dunk.
The big man gets to the top shelf.
Wow, but Tommy Baumgartner able to show him that even though you're big, you're still going to jump. Goes back up there with the pump fake and gets his 2.
Baumgartner telling Booth, you're too little on that play right there.
Speaking of little.
Scoville inside couldn't get it, but Booth with another offensive rebound, and Booth.
And Baumgartner launches it. Perky with the spin, rejected in the paint.
But gets his own rebound again. Cutterbaugh with the corner 3, can't get to go. Deacons really need to box out here and play great defense on this possession to keep themselves in this game before it gets out of hand.
I mean, good look by Sean, but it seemed like half the court was still over there on defense. They weren't able to transition in time. Don't know if they didn't trust their players or if they thought Perkarevich had that too, but now they're starting back over with Perkarevich.
Kraft with a nice steal and gets it back. Kraft for a deep 3, can't get the, can't get the friendly roll.
He was feeling hot after his 2 for 3. That puts him at 50%. Still a solid shooter, but man, that's an unlucky bounce.
So now Scoville's going to slow it back down. He's going to take it to the top of the key and get command of this offense. Over to Samek. Samek to Seymour. Booth just kind of standing in the middle of the lane there, just kind of saying hi to everyone, it looks like. Finally, get a little pick and roll action for the big man, and the big man gets an and 1 play.
And he is fired up in the paint. He likes that one. His teammates are high-fiving him. He's ready to go get his free throw.
The big man showing him the footwork. You don't see a lot of big men with that kind of footwork there, and he's just displaying it there for everyone.
I mean, especially as a sophomore, such a young player with insane height, insane wingspan. You got to wonder, where will this guy end up his senior year, and how good of a player can he be?
Yeah, the 6'8" man. He makes the three-point play.
I mean, 6'8", but with the hair, he might be pushing 7 foot here. Sean Cutterbaugh gets the ball back for Shanley. Seems like the ref calls that Shanley's ball. They'll be inbounding.
Yep, foul on Seymour there, his 3rd. Yeah, especially since you said with the afro making him look like 7 foot, he's kind of playing like he's Shaq out there a little bit, you know?
Yeah, except he's still quick. He's able to get in transition, get those dunks. I mean, that's a fun player to watch.
That's right. He's not as big as Shaq. He probably hasn't found Shaq's cookbook yet. So, yeah.
And now we got a talking to by the coaches. But first, let's get a message from Shanley TV here. Shanley TV is made possible in part by the Shanley Athletic Club and their generous members. Check out their website today at shanleyathleticClub.com to learn how your membership contributes to Shanley TV, the Deacon Den, and many other student-athlete needs. While you're there, be sure to renew your annual membership by clicking the Join Now button, or become a member if you are not one already. It's easy to become a member, and anyone can join, so sign up today. The Shanley Athletic Club, taking Deacon athletics to a higher level.
Yeah, and I just want to praise our Shanley TV crew here again, working both doubleheader games. They worked both the girls and the boys game. I want to give a shout-out to Katie and Kyle here on the cameras, Jack Duffy here on the TriCaster, and I want to give Harrison Shuey a shout-out over there for the scoreboard, and our advisors here, Mrs. Miller and Mr. Picard here, too.
No Mr. Picard here, though, so Miss Miller's been a little stressed getting the stuff up, so big round of applause to her for getting it done.
Yeah, again, just a great shout-out for our Shanley TV crew here.
Now we got the basketball players taking the court again. We got Mr. Robotic over here with the one arm taking the inbound. Jay Kraft gets the ball. He's going to look for a player to pass to. Just a great creator on the sport. Michael Holcraft runs around looking for some room for Jay Kraft.
Looking for cutting Baumgartner, but instead dishes back out to Perkarovich. Perkarovich kind of throws it in a contested area.
Little poke there for Simic. He finds a little room. Doesn't get his hand on the ball. That's kind of one of the ones you want to take down the court. Maybe get a cool little windmill for the ladies.
Perkarovich there with the inbound, though. The Holcraft now at the wing. Holcraft finds a cutting Perkarovich, but rejected at the rim.
Just talking about how tall he is. That wingspan, he didn't even jump for that block. He just swatted it.
He's almost looking like a Victor
Wembanyama.
Yeah, from the San Antonio Spurs. Doesn't even have to jump for anything here.
I mean, he's a few feet off, but Perkarovich 3, hits the side of the rim.
Can't get it to go. Scuville with the rebound. Simic quickly up the court for the Packers here. Scuville back over to Samak. Samak looking for Booth. Booth gets it at top of the key. Over to Simic. Simic to Scuville. Scuville drives inside. Gives it to Booth. Booth with a nice little floater there for Booth.
Didn't see him much first half, but he's really taking advantage of the size difference this half. Got that awesome dunk, and now he's going over the Deacons as they try to make something happen on offense. Jake Kraft with the pump fake. Going to create something, taps top of the head. Not sure what that means. Maybe he's setting a screen. Perkarovich walks over. Looks like that is so.
Yeah, foul committed by the Packers. Like we said about Booth, Booth is in double digits now scoring-wise.
Jake Kraft takes a practice shot. Don't really know where it was going, but you know what? When you can get him up, why not take it?
Seymour's going to head to the bench now. He's committed 4 personal fouls, so he's going to get a rest. Coach doesn't want him to foul out here early or with little time left here in this second half.
Baumgartner out to Holcraft on the perimeter. Back to Tommy Baumgartner, and he's going to try and dribble in the paint. Booth there on Cutterba. Holcraft guarded by 5. Baumgartner with a 3 and cannot fall again.
But nice offensive rebound there by Perkarovich to give themselves another chance here on this possession here. And Baumgartner drives in the paint looking for a foul and gets one called here. But instead, the crowd really wanted that to be a shooting foul, but instead they're going to call on the ground. From here, kind of looks like he was in that shooting motion. He was trying to go up, but yet he didn't bring the ball up yet, so that's probably why they're calling it on the ground.
I mean, it was kind of blocked by the ref, so hard to see, but looks like that shooting motion got blocked by the player before he could even get up. I mean, either way, whatever they call it, that's a fine play as Shanley's going to get the ball again. Tommy Baumgartner passes it to Holcraft.
Baumgartner at the wing. Baumgartner's going to drive inside. He shoots up a kind of crazy foul, trying to show some drama here, looking like he's in the theater here, so trying to get the foul, and he gets one there.
Yeah, you want to draw those fouls. You want those 3 points, especially with him. He's 5 for 5 effective from the 3-point line. But you got to think, is he maybe getting frustrated trying to look for a good shot on this West Fargo defense?
Baumgartner misses the first one.
First miss of the night for him. It's not what you see very often, so I'm sure he'll be right back to it on the second shot.
Deacons really needed that bucket, especially since they're down 20 here with a little time left in the second half. Baumgartner gets the second one to go, though. Baumgartner up to 15 points on the night. So now Fowl has it at the wing. Over to Knutson. Knutson to Keller. Keller to Sanger. Sanger for a 3. Can't get that one to go. Nice rebound by Jake Kraft. You see the hops that he has there. Wow.
I mean, he's a shorter guy, but I got gym class with him, and let me tell you, that guy can dunk.
So now Kraft gets guarded by Fowl pretty hardly and gets back out to Perkarovich. Perkarovich for a 3. Perkarovich can't get to go. Too strong off the back iron there.
Oh, Jake Kraft with a nice steal. Way to create. Finds Holcraft in the paint. And that's a nice 2 and 1. Great play. Jake Kraft finds his open guy after the steal.
Like you said, what an and 1 play there by Michael Holcraft. Just shows you the strength that kid plays with. Doesn't matter if he gets contacted or not on the layup. He gets to put it in there.
Even outsized in the paint, he still finds that 2, and he's going for 3 here. And he will get it. That is a 3-point play for Shanley. They needed that desperately.
So now Fowl's going to bring it up the court here. Glance to Knutson. Knutson to Sanger. Sanger kind of gets a little fake on Holcraft. Drives in. Can't capitalize, though. Keller with the rebound, though. Foul for an open 3 look. Can't get that one to go too strong. Sanger with another offensive rebound, though. Keller thought about the 3, but now he's going to drive it in the paint, and he can't get that one to go. Baumgartner finally with the defensive rebound here.
And West Fargo has been missing a lot of 3s this half, but Shanley just has not been able to capitalize on the rebounds. Tommy Baumgartner dribbles in the middle with 3 dudes. Interesting choice, loses the ball. Does not even get back on transition. He's back there. Jake Kraft sees him, and he's going to pass it to Michael Holcraft. Take a hard dribble down to the middle. Back out to Cutterba. Sees the 3.
Cutterbutt can't get the 3 to go. Yeah, again, that's kind of just maybe like a hustle effort play that you can't really teach there, that you gotta do if you're in a tight situation like this here. Knutson gets an and one play and puts it in. Just shows you the strength that kid plays with. Knutson, a 10th grader playing at 6'5", just shows you the kind of bright future that he has there.
Baumgartner made good defensive transition there, but thought I heard the ball get smacked. Apparently it was a foul. Unfortunate for the Shanley Deacons as they call timeout here.
Yeah, Coach Weber's got to be talking to his players here. Briggs, what do you think Coach Weber's talking about here? I mean, obviously he probably wants a little more effort out of his guys here, don't you think?
I mean, we've been saying this all game, just back to fundamentals. They want more pass and that kind of stuff, but I feel like they've been doing well on that. I think now Weber just wants them to capitalize on these shots. They need points. They need them bad. It's getting less time. You can't just go back to those easy 2s. They got to find those open 3s, maybe look for an open Jay Kraft, an open Michael Holcraft, an open Perkarevich, all those shooters that have been so efficient.
Just like on the replay there, open Perkarevich shows you how that pays off there. And then another replay here by open Jay Kraft. Just they need more of those plays.
I mean, not even open. Jay Kraft had a hand in his face and he still found it. That one's open, finds a good shot, and he's 2 for 4 in the night from 3. That's the kind of small bits of effectiveness that can really put a team into a game.
And definitely bring some motivation to your team too. And then if you're West Fargo over there on their side, I mean, they're just probably saying just keep the foot on the gas there a little bit, don't you think?
I mean, they've had such a fast twitch offense. They get up there, they're jumpy, they get those rebounds, but now I'm sure Coach wants to slow it down, kill some clock. They're up by 18 here if my math is correct, so West Fargo is going to want to keep the foot on the neck here and kill this Shanley Deacons team.
Knutson's going to try and capitalize and get his 3-point play here. He's going to go to the line for one here.
Tall guy is not really known to shoot free throws, but we'll see if he can here.
And it looks like you were right there, Briggs. He misses it, but he gets a hustle play and gets his own offensive rebound.
But tall guys are known for the rebounds, and he does get that. Fumbles it a bit. Sean and Cutterbutt and Baumgartner are on him, and it looks like that's a foul on Baumgartner.
Yeah, again, just another. They're trying to get the ball back, give themselves more possessions, but instead tries to poke at the ball, instead accidentally hits the hand there. So foul's going to inbound the ball here. Gets it to Knutson. Knutson over to Keller. Keller slows it down, trying to look for playmakers. Foul takes a 3 look, and he cashes it in.
He finally gets one of those. We saw 2 of those open looks earlier. He just couldn't cash it, but 1 for 3 is not too bad for the West Fargo Packers.
Foul up to 16 points with that shot there. So now tight defense by Keller. Kraft finds Cutterbutt at the top of the key. Cutterbutt back over to Kraft at the wing. Kraft finds a cutting Baumgartner. Baumgartner works in the paint there. Kind of step back shot. Can't get it to go. Long rebound recovered by West Fargo.
I mean, they were backing out before that ball even fell. You got to want to try and get those rebounds, but also Tommy Baumgartner just taking a lot of contested shots. You don't want to see your own players doing that kind of thing. It makes you disappointed as a teammate. It makes you look bad as a basketball team. And now West Fargo getting a little aggressive in here, trying to spread out. Becca foul will be inbounding for them.
Foul called on Perkarevich on that last play, so he has 3 personal, but he's going to stay in the game here because of his physicality that he brings. And Gland just kind of floats, if you want to say, to the basket there and gets a nice little finger roll action there.
He gets that pass barely off to Cutterbutt. Cutterbutt, a little bit of a bad pass to Perkarevich, but he finds it being the athlete it is. And turnover right to the defense.
Yeah, Perkarevich with a non-costly turnover. But if you're the Deacons here, you definitely want more possessions as the time's winding down with 15-13 or with 5:13 left in this ball game here.
Shanley's lucky to get their turnover back as West Fargo just kind of misses a pass there, a miscommunication as he drives to the paint. Baumgartner will take the ball up the court. Keller guarding him. I mean, he's been a very aggressive defender so far. He plays very strong on the perimeter. Haven't seen him super much in the paint, even though he's got a good vertical. Holcraft takes in the middle, and wow! He gets punched, and no one likes that in this arena.
Yeah, the fans are really calling for something there. Definitely a blocking call on the Packers, and they're not going to get one, which turns into a 3 on the other end here by Keller.
Keller has a hand in his mouth, and he finds that 3, finds the net of the basket.
So now Holcraft has it out the top here. He's going to drive over and try and give it over to Baumgartner, and just some miscommunication. Baumgartner doesn't realize what's happened, and he just turns the ball over.
I mean, it's falling apart slowly here for the Deacons. They need to pull themselves together because any more points for West Fargo in this game is probably out of hand.
So foul has it now. Guarded by Kraft coming up the court.
That's the kind of aggressiveness we've been needing to see this whole game. Oh, whoa. And Kraft stays up. They call it a body on West Fargo. Shanley gets the ball. Kraft stays up. Just absolutely taught the big man, hey, you want to get in my way, I'm going to put you on your butt.
Yeah, great play there by Kraft. West Fargo thought it should be a charge on Kraft because they thought he had his feet set. Personally, I think that was a good call there by Kraft or by the officials there. And Baumgartner with a long three and finally gets one to go.
Down. I mean, he's been looking for that all night. He finds his open one. Seems like he slowed it down, took one close to the perimeter, and he got his threes. Beckett foul. This fast player gets in there. Michael Holcraft gets the rebound. Looks for Perkarevich down there in the paint.
Oh, Holcraft with some fancy footwork there and draws the foul there. He can't make the bucket, but that's all right. He's going to the line for two.
He wanted it himself, and he's been so effective down there. He's one of those guys, if it's contested, you can let him take those shots. I mean, this game's starting to get out of hand. You want to see that kind of hustle. You want to see that playmakeability by these Shanley Deacons. You need to get a lot of points if you even want a chance of getting back at this game. But if they're not, might as well go out there and put on a show.
Yeah, and you're just seeing the talent that Michael Holcraft just displays there. I mean, the speed that he has to put the ball on the court and just drive and penetrate to the rim, and then the fancy footwork and the ball handling skills, just everything there.
Doesn't get the free throw, but that is the first time I've seen Michael Holcraft stand still this entire game. Such an aggressive player as he gets beat around the side by Glant. Looks out for his friend.
Glant kicks it out. Packers can't make it. Long rebound.
Kraft tries to get it to Baumgartner, but kicks his own ball on a cute little ballerina move. That's unfortunate.
Knutson kind of limping off the court there, so Booth's going to check back in for the West Fargo Packers here.
Now, listen, I'm not advocating for West Fargo, but this Booth kid's been kind of fun to watch so far, don't you think, CJ?
Yeah, I mean, he's really been showing all his talent out there tonight. I mean, he's been able to put the ball on the court and drive and penetrate to the rim. He showed you the dunk earlier, his athleticism and his hops, and he's just really – I mean, rebound-wise, on the glass plays, he's been great. I mean, he's just been kind of doing it all for this West Fargo team. That's why he has the 10 points that he has there.
And who doesn't like to admire a good high school dunk? Rare to see, so fun to watch.
That's right.
Baumgartner goes in for the two, and he gets it on the run. He gets his chance at another free throw. I mean, we've been talking all night how effective he is at free throw. He probably spends a lot of time in the gym getting those fundamental downs. And how important is that for a basketball player?
Oh, yeah, very important there. I mean, you're just putting the extra time in that he needs. Don't get me wrong, some of the early shots, maybe you couldn't see that early, but now he's been able to kind of showcase that a little bit, even though he misses the free throw there. Baumgartner's up to 20 points now in this game. Sam Mack for a corner three, can't get that one to go. Long rebound. Sam Mack recovers his own rebound and just drives and gets it in.
And the three, you almost want to give that contest to Sean Cutterbug. Got in his face there, closed the distance really quick, but again, Shanley, story of the night, cannot get the rebound. Sean Cutterbug goes for a spin, unlucky. Bounce off the backboard as West Fargo takes it in transition.
Yeah, Cutterbug with fancy footwork there, just a little too strong off the glass there. Gland kicks it out to Sheely. Sheely can't capitalize on it, and a nice rebound by Holcraft.
He's just really not tall enough to get that one over Tommy Baumgartner as he closes in. Sean takes another three, and that one's in to win. He has not been too hot tonight, usually a pretty good three-point shooter.
Yeah, just too strong in the corner, just way air ball. Baumgartner with step back three, can't get that one to go. Cutterbug tries to get the offensive rebound, can't get it though, and Sheely with the rebound here.
Arms were just flailing, kind of got unlucky, got out, and here's Booth in the paint, fun to watch,
oh
and he
my
gets
goodness.
the two.
I mean, it looks like it's a man playing against boys out there just because of his height there. It's just because of, I mean, do you see how he took it to Baumgartner
really
down
did.
in the paint?
And Tommy Baumgartner, no small man by any means, but Booth is just on a different level of height, and it's crazy to see how much of a difference that makes in high school level basketball.
Yeah, you definitely don't see a 6'8" man play or boy play or teen male playing basketball like he is.
And now we got the practice squad in here. That'll be Charlie Dolan bounding the ball to
Will Sweeney.
not Sweeney.
Or, excuse me, not Sweeney.
Oh. And the pass is kind of misread there as they throw it up to Joey McLaughlin, but he doesn't want to dunk it because it's not his basket.
Will Sandy, excuse me.
And this will be Shanley's ball as Joey McLaughlin takes it into Will Sandy.
Will Sandy, the freshman here, getting some valuable experience minutes here, even
sure.
though it's scrub time.
I mean, it is important for this development of the young players to be able to play against these better guys. West Fargo's still keeping out a lot of their athletic dudes. A lot more taller guys here, too.
Oh, nice bucket by Charlie Dukart.
I mean, that was just
sophomore.
a great play, great athleticism. Found that step back, got some room, and he took a shot.
Keller now at the wing. Keller to Booth. Booth over to Scuville. Scuville with the three. Can't get that one to go. Long rebound recovered by Keller. Keller into the paint by Booth.
Oh, wow.
Booth
and
on
that's
a mismatch.
Just bullying. You cannot put a man with a foot of height difference out there to guard him.
Yeah, Booth just making the Deacons pay there for the height differential out there.
Oh, and a steal out here by Simic.
Simic on the fast break gets it to go.
I mean, Simic, a senior, being guarded by a freshman, such a huge difference in physical abilities. You can't really expect much more.
Yeah, Shanley kind of knew the game was kind of winding down here. They are okay just letting their backups, like you said, come into this game here where it seems like West Fargo, definitely still has their starters out here playing with some pride out here and just kind of wants to still give it to this Shanley Deacons team.
I mean, the coach is kind of keeping his better players in here. I mean, got a lot of seniors showing some time like Simic, but he hasn't gotten in for much of the game, so maybe it's his chance to shine.
Sandy picks up his dribble, looking for someone to pass it to, finally gets it over to Dukart. Dukart tries to drive it in the paint there, and Dukart can't hit the floater.
A little bit too much strength on that one. Goes a little bit over the hoop, but that was some nice physicality in the paint there by the guy who was a little bit outmatched.
Yeah, time winding down here. The Packers just trying to control the ball here, just get some good ball movement, trying to run out this clock here. Scuville at the top, dribbles, gets it inside to Booth. Booth! Oh, my goodness, the big fella going to the top shelf.
And he gives himself that same 2K animation, spins around on the hoop, back to defense he goes.
The big man goes upstairs for that one.
And there's his defense again, keeps Mark Warner out the paint.
Oh, my goodness.
As Keller takes it down, what's he going to do?
Keller goes upstairs.
Another dunk for West Fargo to end the
goodness,
game.
as time expires here.
Just disgusting display of athleticism, back to back to back as West Fargo closes this game.
Oh, my goodness, the West Fargo student section loves how that ended there. I mean, not really much to talk about here about the Shanley Deacons
really
here.
Isn't.
There's just, they didn't have it really going for them early in this game, and it just kind of shows the rest of the game. Some of the plays here, just effort plays that you really can't teach, that they kind of let go a little bit there.
Saw a little bit of a glint of hope for Shanley. Coming into that second half, they closed the gap down to 7, but it just got wider and wider and wider. It's very unfortunate, but good game by both teams. Love the sportsmanship there.
Yeah, and then talk about for next coming games here for Shanley Deacons. What do you think the Deacons really need to clean up after this performance to get ready for next week's games?
I mean, starting and closing seem to be the biggest issues here, CJ. They started off slow, and then once they got their groove in the middle, they got some momentum, started getting some points, started closing that gap, but then once they let it get out of the hand, it snowballed again for West Fargo. Shanley just needs to get those fundamentals back down so that they can stop themselves from making those losing mistakes.
Yeah, and again, like we said, West Fargo just hot all night. They got their way. They were bullying down in the paint. They made their threes. Top performers here, spotlight-wise, you have Shanley Deacons, Tommy Baumgartner, up to 20 points on the night, with Perkarovich with 15, your two leading scorers here for the Deacons. And for West Fargo, you have Aiden Samak here with 15 points. You have Fowl with 16 points, and you have Knutson and Booth both around the same. Booth with 12 and Knutson with 13. So for Briggs, Hansen, our entire crew, I'm CJ Johnson. The final score from Fargo, Shanley Deacons 54, West Fargo High School Packers 85. To watch the archive version of this entire game and our other broadcasts, go to shanleytv.com. The proceeding has been a presentation of Shanley TV. Thank you and good night.